Bob, you really need to get Bob going on the chamber. It wasn't the same. So like Roy, I definitely feel like even if on paper and the recency bias Breeze wasn't good, if we get to see the Blue Otter step up in the way that they definitely can, then I do think that there is the potential there to take it to a map 3.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I think their composition makes sense as well when you look at who's playing what. So it could just be like a results thing where like, yeah, they were getting into these really good situations and they weren't converting, which is like if you're the IGL and you're thinking, okay, well, if you flip the coin several times with those exact same scenarios, we'd actually be on top. So maybe there's like some maybe it's just like results-based thinking where it's like they're getting past that. They're comfortable on the map. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. I feel like in terms of players and individual expression, Breeze should be a good map for Blue Otters.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about that recency bias, but going into our predictions, that was the only thing that I used to determine what I was going to predict for today. I mean, man, it kind of hurts because, again, I think out of both teams, Blue Otter especially is the one where I'm surprised.
Oh my gosh, wait. I don't need to run
SRB. I
that ads today. I'm going to run 1 minute ads.
It was so incredibly close. But if Blue Otter isn't quite shooting today and you have an ADG that is maybe able to have learned also from that win and kind of put that work in, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Gompers, you're with me too. What was your reason? What was your reason? Also the recency bias?
Listen, I don't know. When you go 0-13, you know, like I don't know, like when you first half on Breeze, you know, you go 1-11. I don't know, like why are we picking Breeze? For me, I feel like map picks kind of solidified where I stand. I'm not saying Blue Otters again is bad. I think in regards to the maps that they've chosen, I think they should have probably just scrimmed it out a little bit more before they put Breeze back into the map pool, because that is something that's kind of leading to some sort of consistency there, as well as I mean their Haven map's not looking bad, so I'm actually kind of hoping that they're able to pull something together there to win that first map. But Roy, I want to hear your thoughts. What's going on with you?
I actually like Blue Otter. I'm kind of on Sierra's boat right here. I think I like what I saw. Yeah, they have some glaring issues, obviously, because they're 0-3. But I feel like they'll map the overlap of maps between these two teams is kind of favorable for Blue Otters. The fact that ADG picked Haven and it's one of Blue Otters' most played maps. At 12 officials on that map since January, by the way. So it's kind of. I feel like I'm kind of comfortable where I'm sitting, guys. I'll just say that. I think the map's cool. I think Blue Otters got this. Everything's looking great.
I feel like I've just not been, you know, my Blue Otter predictions just haven't been there. But, you know, we'll see how today shakes up and agents are ready for our very first map. We've talked a lot about Breeze, but Roy, we didn't really talk about the Haven quite as much despite the amount of officials done on it. But this is going to be a very aggressive map with double duelists across the board.
And we're seeing also as Azure swap their composition once again. They have not played the same comp any single time they played this map. I'm not sure if that's a red flag or that's a good thing. We're about to find out. But again, there's a ton of pressure on that defensive side. But with their comp, with the ISO, with the Yoru, with the Cypher, expect a lot of 1-3-1s, a lot of fast floods, a lot of very interruptive play on the defensive side. That's going to be name of the game against Blue Otter with the Neon, with the Yoru, who are looking to overtake sites. So expect a lot of action on the sites itself.
For Bob Sova, and which we haven't seen in Challengers just yet, they're finally being pulled out into the Initiator and Heartless being on the Neon. In the beginning, I did say, like, I really like the aggression coming through from Heartless. They had a lot of first bloods throughout the past couple of games that they had played. So I have so much hopium right now. This looks like such, you know, a great opportunity for Blue Otter to really pull through on this map.
I just love all the changes from Blue Otter. Like, we got Heartless hopping on the Neon, like 399, 299, 599, whatever, all the Killjoy. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of fun to be had here. So I'm ready to get started with it. Haven is ready. It's time to see, with elimination on the line, what these two teams can provide heading into our first map. And to take you through, it's going to be none other than Marks and Tenrek.
Marks and Tenrek, oh my gosh.
Thanks so much, Sierra. Well, Great Expectations didn't escape a single team
in an empty room. Hello?
North America this season, but here in round 4 of the Sweet 16, Marks, someone's got to go. Azure Dragon taking on Blue Otter, starting off with Haven, one of the maps that was contentious for both of them, and a comp swap to try to fix that on both sides. There's already so much to expect going into this.
It's, well, like, this is the thing, right? Because we've got our expectations. We understand how, actually, no, we don't understand anything that is really happening with how both of these teams want to work it. Of course, at this point, Azure Dragon Gaming, they've changed up the composition exactly like the Duskers kind of said.
Bro, let's see it,
but
bro.
a little bit more comfortable.
Look at this A fight, bro. There are 8 people here.
Well, they'll get the fight started, and Heartless has had no trouble playing for that front line. Now on the Neon, able to gain that first blood as Blue Water will try to start making space after ADG tried to take that early fight. Now having Chaotic on that ISO as opposed to Hugh previously, who has switched
Wait, this block could be fat.
back onto that Yoru. Tripling out of the lane, this is where ADG has done quite well, and they will continue to. With 2 members getting
That's
kills,
hella damage, though. Zaker's the only guy with health now.
Ultimately, Blue Water will be thwarted. 399 already not showing himself for quite some time. ADG will be keen to that as well. Sacred with
Bob,
that Cypher swap
1v3.
able to nail that one too.
Now it's all down to Bob. Obviously, if you've been watching Challengers and Blue Water specifically, you would have expected the Chamber pick to kind of come out here. But I like that this is kind of going back to Bob playing that initiator, and a lot of the swaps that have been kind of going through. Obviously, 399 being kind of the main duelist for Blue Otter up until this point, being swapped onto the KJ. I mean, once again, the duelist to Sentinel pipeline remains strong as ever, but it still raises a couple of questions about, you know, how does Blue Otter really want to adapt themselves to be able to play things this way? And obviously, like, you know, Azure Dragon Gaming, a lot of different compositions, a lot of different agents coming through, but they're
Somebody giving Bob anything, bro.
Chaos is the only thing that I can kind of think of. Regardless, though, Bob should be able to get a spike plant here, and it will be a 3v1 retake, so it's going to be a tough one.
And you're insta 12 HP. Okay, well.
In the madness this match. That's kind of
NT, bro, NT.
Teams are going to try to establish when you have such high caliber shooters on both sides. Nobody more falling from ADG. 3 will stay standing for the pistol take. Seeing if they can find a sheriff or 2. Yeah, they heard something. So this is a good start. Ultimately, yeah, I think, you know, coming into this, we were talking a lot about the power that the IGLs would have to maintain coming into this match, as the coaching staff is not as bolstered as a lot of the other teams in NA. Blue Otter doesn't even have one. Zostal is the one that kind of has to be that centering core both in and out of the lobby. So impressive to see that T-Dog has gotten that pistol call and gotten things started.
Wait, but apparently ADG are changing a comp,
you know, once again, looking at the compositions and how both these teams
is this game even on VLR?
Playing things.
I mean, see, what have they been playing?
Really, to me, feels like it's going to be all about those stuns.
What did they play last week?
Between Neon, Yoru, and Omen. A lot of potential to kind of blind things out.
They played Jet Sky
and swing off of it nice and quick. On the other side, though, Azure Dragon Gaming, expecting them to really just play.
They played this comp with a Cypher week 1.
Yeah, Blue Water, I think, are very justifiably comfortable
trying
to
go
for the 1v1s as much as
T-Dog
possible.
has
And like you said, with
3 kill there.
To enable those for solos, you can do a lot.
Okay.
Still, though, gun diff is a gun diff is a gun diff, and the follow-up is easily taken
calm round, bro.
by ADG. Funnily enough, they've been one of the better teams so far this split.
They're playing this comp in week.
When they lose pistols,
they're in their second game against
here, they've also been quite good at taking the bonuses off
agents of the Cypher. Did they play this map week 1?
Yeah.
Oh, they played. They played this comp with a Waylay. Yo. Guys, we can figure out one comp. One comp.
Down, but the rest of the team can bonus. We've also seen Bones pick up that Phantom.
I'm not gonna lie, changing it every single game is crazy. When you've played it every game, yeah.
You know,
wait, this is an elimination game.
Hands, hopefully, as a Blue Water though. Full rifles across the board. Zostal coming in, which just with that Guardian, Heartless leads the charge. And
yeah, we're already at Elam games like hella quick.
Dog has just found out.
Yeah, no trouble peeking that lane this early in. Till that gets deconditioned, you can just continue doing it and call accordingly. Gonna let Hugh take up that C lane in response. Just already try to corner Blue Water, but again, it seems like they want to take comfort in that to a degree. And you do still have 399 outstretched. I love this idea to put him on the KJ. Already been dying to go for the lurks in the solo space control. Having him do that on that Sentinel lurking for Haven feels like the perfect spot to test it.
Dude, 3 dudes sitting outside of A. Bomb's still down.
Keep in mind, dropping the gate crash all the way over, but as that picks it up, it should give
an garage, make sure they hit the trip.
Where Blue Otter
break the trip. You need to break this game
spike
or
positioning
anything.
is. I mean, it's just an information game right now in Blue Water. They're not really biting yet, as time continuing to tick down here.
Oh, I mean, I saw that only I wonder, they try to go back and C-split?
Hugh will finally get that connection out of the gain space.
Yeah, they're going C long here.
and will duck out. Just
Yo,
tossing the
Hugh.
decoy.
Yo, Hugh has to get off. Yeah.
Flip through now going to happen. Hugh smartly backing things up here.
Yeah.
Just going to wait for the rest of the team to group up, but Spike goes down a lot for Azure Dragon Gaming to kind of make this
you had to
retake
get off.
happen, especially with all their
5v4.
SMGs.
Massive props to Hugh for deciding to stay back on that. That was one of the bigger weaknesses that we've seen from him so far this split. Just especially on the Yoru, the fact that he's just dying
Let's
to
see how
get
this
back
post
in
play
there.
goes. Flash.
Well,
Oh
his
my
chance
gosh.
after
That
the
man.
swath of stuns that come through from Blue Water. How many guns do you lose along the way here? Everybody's quite low, actually.
Wait, hold
Taking
on.
that front line,
1v2 now.
down to 1v2.
Zostal.
Grabs the one. Has to save this. If ADG swiped another bonus, the IG.
Ooh, 13 HP.
13 HP between Blue
Yo.
Water and a 3-0 scoreline, but they make it work.
Jeez, and yeah, at that point, like
It's a little
just
too
like,
close.
All right, guys, we have the smaller guns, but they do shoot faster. What if we just ran in all at the same time and just held it down? And yeah, you could tell, like, it's just, especially in some of those close quarter combat situations with where the smokes get placed down, they're forcing a lot more of that closer fight, and so it's just gonna work things out. But one thing that I really liked on that defense was Hugh's positioning on that Yoru. Obviously, trying to play the advantage of the fact that they need to be a little bit more together given the weapon.
Alright, now we're
disadvantage.
looking at this.
The
over there.
Yoru allowed for a lot
Is he
more
still in a
mobility,
Guardian?
pushing all the way out C, but having that gate crash available.
Well, mostly
to
everyone else
back
has
up
guns.
A, just in case that's where Blue Otter decide to end. So
Darts.
a lot of neat ideas on this defense here with the Yoru, but
Good kill
Bones
for
right off the
Bones.
rip takes Zostal right
And
out of
Bones
the
is out
equation.
now.
Just already able to grab something off of the mere couple seconds that T-Dog can stall with this peak. Blue Water prepared for it, but not willing to toss utility. And again, so
Drone
early
to
on,
reclear
ADG
long.
takes
Wonders, this
advantage.
gonna spot Bob? Doesn't spot Bob. Oh yeah,
squeezing
that drone,
water
that
out of
drone's
a
from
couple
heaven.
zones
Holy
here
moly.
already. Very respectable.
The defense is, honestly, I like this setup. Based on the positioning that Hugh gets and having the Cypher trips to play off of, 399 so aware, but Hugh actually misses the shot there and
TP's out.
399 able to escape. So glancing blows, but never mind.
Ugh.
Killjoy goes down and
NT
there
for
goes that work
399,
for
bro.
Blue Water.
Bro, now what?
Yeah,
The trying to just
bunch
cook.
more
No
to lose
5v3.
as
These guys
well.
are trying to walk in the garage.
Swiping from Heartless,
Say
they've
could
gotta
gets
make
one,
something
gets
work
traded,
now.
but I
Sacred
mean,
does
like,
a hell of a
low
lot
key
of
keep
shit
your
to
gun at this
Tuesday
point
on
now.
the way down after the 1-for-1.
It's cooked.
30 seconds left.
So ADG has really denied everybody trying to get a foot in the door this round. Once again, shout out to Hugh
Oh,
in that neutrality on C, knowing that 399 would go for something like that again after such an early fight. You gotta train Blue Water to get safer. Hopefully they do before the end of the half. Still, plant goes down on the B site. Hugh with the quick re-entry. Just down to Bob. For the first time on the Sova, as the desk was saying, and she'll grab hers at nothing more.
Yeah, ADG. I cannot understate the value that Hugh has been kind of getting by holding down C long. And you can tell, like, Blue Water, when it comes down to it, they do still look a little bit disjointed on this attack currently. Whatever is kind of going on, they're non-committal to any of the sites here. And by the time they actually decide to commit on one of them, it's usually after one of the first kills has gone through. Whether or not it is on that A site, or it's Hugh being able to make sure that 399 not able to get any of the lurk potential online. Just this kind of like 3-1-1 split that we've been seeing on that defense has been really making it difficult for Blue Water, and now they're forced back onto a save. So Heartless will have this Bucky here. T-Dog doing a lot of that initial scouting, but Blue Water, they're just going to take things nice and slow and are going to be trying to make that A site happen. But I like the trip being set up as well. Give all the more information over to the two defenders hanging out on this site.
Yeah, letting Chaotic continue to just play that gatekeeper as well as he plays a gate crasher. Spotted by the drone, stun up by Heartless. But the follow-up is again just a tad bit slow, and the guns cannot make up for that gap this round. That's just a collapse through the decoy. It doesn't even matter to him. And now Chaotic will play the final doorstop shortly. Nope, more in front of it. And Sacred, the trap wire does more than just make Chaotic feel safe. It lets him space out, let the rest of ADG get back super quick, and gives him an easy 4-1 on the anti-eco.
It's so interesting because I want to pick up on something that you said. it looks slow. And I think that that is such an
I
important...
low-key was chefing it up, bro. Had to take something out of the oven, you know, as the incredible chef that I am. You know what I'm saying?
These stuns, right? Like the flash goes out, the stuns go out. You expect to see Blue Water follow up on it, but it's just disjointed enough, ADG creating just enough space that a lot of it goes unpunished. And then, well, the whole point of the composition kind of gets dismantled there. As the dimensional drift does scout out C, it's going to be a heavy attack.
Everybody gets off, bro. There's 3 guys leaning towards garage here.
For at least the approach, but now the defenders, Hunter's Fury, as well as the dimensional drift, just going hunting for what's already on the site.
Bro, they... Wait, that was actually kind of big. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, Bob? Surely not. No, there's just no chance. Yeah, okay. That would have been crazy. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was huge from ADG, bro. The blind back sight, and then they also threw the ISO Q. Fragile the guys. I don't think the ISO Q helped at all, but like the whole with the blind was still good.
In their favor. They're like, oh yeah, you got all these ultimates. Well, guess what? We have all these ultimates too. Q just kind of sending it down immediately. T-Dog as well, interjecting just a bit more chaos, and then that's really when Blue Water look like they're on their back foot. I mean, they used all these ultimates to be able to get into the site, but they're not even able to get the spike plant down in time, making it just that much more difficult. Really scrambling right now as they make this one try and happen again. Heartless going in.
All right, well, you dead.
And once again, foot to the floor as much as you can get it.
Let's get traded.
Heartless will get one, and again, it's about making the space in the second
Sacred.
step. Spray down on the close range. Sacred's gonna decide to keep this on top of his second cage, and Tuzi is just gonna find his way in on the kill contract and kill Chaotic.
1v3 for T-Dog.
Ah,
399. Wasn't 399 like 16? Am I trolling?
For Blue Otter in one of the last crevices this half that they could nab one, and the momentum, at least for the one time, Marcus, has shifted.
It really feels like both these teams are just like, we're just gonna full send it and we're gonna full respond right now.
This 399's like hell yeah.
Cluster happening on that B site. Ultimates getting utilized, people sliding around, people, you know, diving in, threading the needle in between each other based on some smokes. And it just comes down to raw gunplay and reflexes by the end of it. Somehow Tuzi as well being able to win out that kill contract against Chaotic proved to be absolutely...
Hello, bro. What's up, teams?
Adaptation on the defense here for ADG. Given the fact that they are trying something new, they
oh my gosh, look at this B rush here with the KJ ults.
Well, it's going to be back off. This is going to be the lockdown available.
Just a straight B rush.
You can see Blue Water want to necessitate it.
What happened to Zostal?
The only thing that can stop them right now, they are just going 0 to 100. When the barriers drop,
I like moved his crosshair and then looked at his map or something because that reaction was so slow. Bones for 2 out of C Link.
Walks in on it, and TP back with 399's already taken the gong, quickly refragged, and ADG have every response.
How we doing today? I'm doing alright, brother.
6-2 dominant fashion for this B take.
Watching Chow, not EMEA too. I woke up too late to watch EMEA because I woke up to my alarm at 6:30.
A great job.
And then
lockdown there from ADG.
I fell back asleep.
It should clear the site. It should clear the site. And yet still in the middle of all of it, Hugh. Still just... Game's
over soon anyway? Yeah. That was the other thing. I fell back asleep and I woke up at like 8 o'clock when it was starting and I was like,
But it's Bones.
I low-key don't want to watch the second game anyways.
Slammed right in Blue Otter's faces. An excellent response to kind of counter that ultimate without really using any of their own. And so this is looking fantastic for ADG so
yeah.
far.
So I just started up for challengers.
Strong conscience to tell Bones to stop lurking on Haven, but he's taken on this new role quite well.
T-Dog for one.
There is the
I just kind of took more time to like
chill
out today.
With this type of composition, and it will grab a positive trade until T-Dog catches Zoe on the TP in. Rest of Blue Water trying to play the
other man. Oh, 200.
Heartless almost misses out.
1v3 for Sacred.
With his life, but it'll be a 3v1 on a quick A take off of that. Little skirmish in the
last week I got a cold, just tested positive for flu this week too. I'm cooked. That's unlucky. You can just wait. People take like flu tests. I thought it was just like, oh, you got the flu, bro.
So far, Blue Water showing the exact same thing here. Sacred 1v3 now. This one's gonna be a tough one.
I thought it was just like if your fever's too high or something.
Find the weakest prey and sink your teeth into it. Follow suit with whoever hears that.
It's like, oh, you got the flu, man.
Tries to fight it next. Blue Water is kind of hoping.
Any bangers today? M80 versus Winthrop. This is an elimination game right now. I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling just like chilling, watching main streams today, so that's what we're gonna do.
It is a tough rhythm that they are claiming that they're able to manage on this comp switch. against
Oh,
a
bro, I
team
thought
that was already
people.
uncertain about their composition. So I'm
I
wondering,
thought people just go like, oh,
tipped off Blue Water
make sure you
to
get your
make these
flu shots or
adjustments.
whatever,
It might
like
just,
every
I mean, it could just be a
couple
comfort thing. Maybe Heartless is
seasons.
just feeling like taking a lot more distance.
Oh,
Hey, like, hey man, it's flu
flash
season.
out immediately.
When is it not flu season
Good
actually?
read on the enemy
TH1?
there.
Yeah, it's about
Completely
right.
negates a lot of that ADG presence.
I watched a bit of the first map until it was like 9-0, and I was like, all right, I'm getting in the shower, bro.
It's so interesting watching this defense with how they want to set things up. Sure, T-Dog gets spotted out, but as soon as any information goes, then we see immediately both
that me?
able to pop that paranoia. Hugh, though, still the anchor on C site has now finally.
No, that's one of the casters, man.
Bother with that T-Dog presence, knowing what potential traps may lay there. They know that's gonna be his spider's web. Get as far away
Henrik, get
from
some furniture in your room. Get a rug in there,
onto an
bro.
Unloaded C site, where that lack of KJ utility makes it easier to plant just a tad bit faster. And Sacred on the sheriff as well can spray his way through the problem.
Bob's so far behind though. In spawn as Tuzi gets blinded.
Yeah, and 2 away from the ulti, so you're hoping she has lineups or
Or
the
4.
confidence to dash back with the knife.
Sacred
so
coming
she
through with
can
the
back
Deagle,
down
Sacred
the post.
dead.
There's more than
Last
enough
guy's
time
coming
for
out
this, and now
CT.
more than enough players. Tuzi
Ah, Tuzi with the 3. Yeah, this was 5-1. Also, for some reason, I thought I ran an ad earlier, but I guess not.
So it's going to be an uphill battle.
I like these Wolf guys. We just need Sop and Echo. I mean, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch EMEA since literally I didn't watch a single game, so I have no clue.
It could still be an uphill battle.
If they're like hella tough
Honestly,
without
like,
them.
Stat-wise, these teams are extremely similar. I mean, both of them right now.
And the only bit of I watched them today was when they were down 0-9, so I haven't really gotten to see like the vision yet. You know what I'm saying?
Just outside of VCL. Give me the dimensional drift to start us out here. It's gonna be an A-side attack, and already it's a lot faster tempo in order to scale off of the information that the Yoru gained.
Not enough people in A site. That means Blue Water are going to take it. Simple subtraction. Voln into the Hunter's Fury to hunt down on default.
I don't know if Echo and Sop are old enough or something. I'd assume they're not. Because I mean, I looked at the VLR for the game, and Sop seemed like he was like, oh, this guy dropped like 20, 30, and like 20 in their BO3 or BF5. I mean,
mild save, the range will save most of the day. And it's Bones and Sacred, the 2 most consistent shooters
Sacred
thus
is
far
so
in
low.
last year's North American tour, that are gonna try and pick up what pieces they can, but his presence was quite stalwart from beginning to end here.
Sacred is hard 1 HP, bro.
They held onto it for dear life. Decoy and Paranoia be damned.
Now Sacred.
Dimmer and Stern are dog.
1v3. Not much you can do at this point except try and find a couple of exit kills. Going down as well, we'll be able to get the Neural Theft online for next round. But yeah, Blue Water have completely swung back.
Bro, you low-key don't want to swing because you don't want to give Bob this ult, like, to start the next round.
Hesitated coming out from what a way to run around to turret.
Like, hey, good death.
There. But Blue Water, like, once again, it felt like
That's low-key a good death.
Injected into how they want to play it. Obviously, you know, a lot of equipment for flashes. Well, we're not really playing off of each other. We're just playing push forwards individually and find those individual.
Just start this round with the CD default so they can get
someone
someone this orb.
It's kind of working out better for Blue Water. They're fraggers on their team as well, and they're not afraid to show ADG.
Yeah, we got the cinematic shot.
Shoot right back at them. And I guess we're just gonna be doing Sacred very dirty by giving all the different angles.
Double replay on him, dude.
Oh my god, double op Tedrek on Blue Water.
He's gonna grab it.
Offense. This is something else.
I mean, if we're being as individualistic as we already are, why
399. Okay, 399 grabs it.
Heartless very much for these pushes,
And then they'll probably give Bob. Yeah, Bob has bomb.
Pretty early on into this, so why hide any of that? That being said, T-Dog has swapped up his position now over to Garage in the final round of the half.
She can run that
and
post.
so this double op to start down the 2 main lanes is going to get 0 value.
And look at Hugh's positioning as well. Chaotic going to be playing front man. Give a little bit of that distraction. Hopefully allow the Yoru to kind of pop out of nowhere, but that's gonna be a huge kill right off the ramp.
Big kill for Hugh, but gets insta-traded, bro.
So he'll get his, but it will be refragged. And now that that presence has been confirmed, I don't think Bones got Saw though, so I'm not entirely sure where the rest of the team is. That means you go to A though.
They're going to be walking right.
It's
into
unfortunate for
Secret's
399 to
trap
die, but
here.
low-key, they can just run
All
through
these
it, bro.
trap wires good for information. Of course, the neural theft online as well.
30
Sacred really
seconds
just
left.
kind of needs to stay alive in the midst of all this pressure. And that's a lot of info.
Decoy at least gets in front of the opener, so Heartless can pop the overdrive. But
Sacred
wow, he
just
dropped
gets
down
traded.
and caught him.
3v2.
Once again, it's
T-Dog going on a
refrags.
flank.
Susie
Bones
can
coming
get
from
ahead.
heaven.
Cypher utils cleared.
Okay, well, T-Dog has his knife out. Alright, well, okay. Running ad quickly. Just 1 minute, just 1 minute. Listen, only 1 minute ads today, bro. Only 1 minute ads today.
Playing like they're facing relegation here, Marcus.
What's good? Like, you see that 5-1 scoreline at the first half of that first half, and you're like, oh, okay. Well,
Rosters are crazy for being an
ADG
elimination
clearly
game.
just
I
lit a
mean,
fire under them. They're
yeah.
shooting well. Everything's gonna be good. And then Blue Water were like, nah, watch this, and just start.
I mean, I think every single Challengers roster, like, the roster itself looks, like, really good. But, you know,
everybody just kind of playing for their own.
like, this season,
playing-
like, everybody's
well,
kind of
not mine.
nasty.
And it's kind of like, even when you look at the kills, it's so even across the board right now. It's so chaotic. Like, you know, we could talk about nice and coordinated and simple Valorant or anything like that, but sometimes it's just get in there and frag your butt off, man. And that's kind of how these two teams are clashing.
Look at this EDG Classic this year. It's low-key not bad. Not one? Unlucky, bro.
It's not on Hugh, and Chaotic's gonna take that
Blind,
Rainbow
isn't it,
mentality
Heartless?
that he normally already does take and use it to nab the first blood, the garage space, the C plant with the rest of the spear that is ADG's attack.
Oh, now they have 4 back
The
long
gap being
here.
exposed by Blue Otter, and you see ADG, they
What do
just
they
go
even
in
have?
garage, take over the site,
2
and
shock
then
darts?
immediately just back themselves out.
Two
and
shock
now
darts
starting to
and
re-clear through garage.
Not a lot of health, I guess.
Plenty of time for Blue Water to
At least on
kinda get this
Chaotic in
wrap
here.
around, but they're going to be met with 2 duelists in this weird off
Hey, look at this
Bob
Chaotic
doesn't
lurk.
shut it down.
Oh my gosh!
Block it off, though, and Bob
The
only
timing
goes
for
the
Chaotic!
darts. She's
Oh, they have
gonna
one
play
ways. I
guard
lucky
dog, and
forgot
she's
that
already
that's like a
cleared
thing.
too.
Yeah.
And Chaotic's wrap through Link
Dang.
is gonna be what saves him. Yeah, I mean ADG, they really cleared the stage
it's gonna be
early
good?
on there and made it.
Well,
there.
I don't think all the
That
teams
was
are good.
another
I think all the
just
teams look
beautifully
good on
controlled
paper.
Pistol by them. Just such a good lockdown on those opening rounds on halves across all the matches they played.
And it's funny, but like all of these crazy, ridiculous frags, it really comes down to just simple map control. Obviously, playing the numbers advantage works out in your favor or anything, but then when you got the 2 duelists re-swinging, you know, you get the kills nice and early on, you just see the team just walking around looking for their individual frags, and thus they control different lanes of information. And that's kind of the only name of the game for both these squads right now. If you're able to find the kill.
Why
you
did
can
another
almost
ad
confirm
just
that
run? Am I getting
nobody's
trolled
gonna
right
be
now by
walking
Twitch?
down this lane. Not really playing off of a lot of that util. Just very focused on finding those kills. Buy up here only for Heartless on
You know what?
Blue
Sure,
Water
bro.
after losing the pistol rounds yet again. As Hugh moves up with this outlaw in hand. But we've seen Heartless kind of do some disgusting things. 399 going down early though.
I got out immediately after that blind went off.
No
Oh, you said you're blinding?
And not close up.
Hey, thank you, bro.
If Bob hasn't already shown
You
herself,
literally
which,
insta disappeared.
yeah, she's still posted up in the garage, waiting for the other lurk, who again is not Bones. I can't stress.
I'm not gonna lie, this
Bones,
EDG Classic
hey,
actually
you
looks
stop
kinda nice.
lurking and also top fragging on Haven.
I want to see it in all its glory. Like, I need it in my
Insane
hands.
work, but dude, it's 2 in numbers, and Bones is still finding the opportunities to play forward on top of himself, and he's still looking so crisp. So, no complaints so far.
30 seconds left.
Flood in now going to be happening here right off of this recon drone. Smoke coming out early here, and Hugh gets that kill.
Gotta just compress and get what you can, and no real lethal
NT
damage done
brothers.
from anybody. Heartless, good attempt with the Bucky. It'll chip you down. But that'll end up being a decisive round
10
here from
seconds left.
ADG.
Spike planted.
Not much time left on the clock after all is said and done, but homework had to be done, so.
Looking very reminiscent of round number 2. How ADG wanted to play this one. And a good shot from Bob, though, to really make it seem like deja vu. Never mind, Bob finds another.
I've got 2 there.
Just 3 on the board there for Bob. And that makes it a lot. Not as clean on this second round after pistols here for ADG, but regardless, they still walk away with it. And Bob now has that Hunter's Fury on line. And specifically on the defense, that could do a really good job at clearing out some of these lanes, depending on the speed and positioning of how ADG want to play these next rounds.
Yeah, that was actually pretty value for like completely and utterly. Like ADG have almost nothing to justify really trying to go for this bonus, and like you said, already having the Hunter's Fury, like you can always count on Bob to get at least the one, but the fact that she got 3 there, incredibly influential. Blue Water's chances to be able to have a foothold on this defense early in the half.
Was reading something.
Out by the alarm bot, but ADG, they're really just gonna run this one down through garage yet again.
Battle comes through.
Flush out
Can't catch that.
Chaotic just hopping up on the window to keep him entertained. You're not entirely sure where to go here if you're Blue Water, because you don't know how sandwiched you're gonna get. The B-Link presence isn't even.
But they're going into B here?
Now the TP in from Q will
Wait,
control
low
the C
key?
site, but it'll be a fake the whole way through. Pot shots from the B door get
Ooh,
traded away.
2Z for
as
2
2Z
there?
turns
Yo,
on
look
to
at Heartless.
Sacred
Do they know that
and
Heartless is over here? I
presence
can't.
and quick.
I can't tell, bro.
Oh, and look at Zosol's positioning as well.
T-Dog gets
Could prove to be
fried.
difficult if they're not aware of that positioning. And actually, looks like they're calling an audible. They're gonna try and wrap around for
Cones.
C here. Looking a little dangerous.
And Bob's been wrapping around that way the entire time. Everybody is
Damn.
leaning that way anyway. ADG ran out of options
Low
and
calm
just
round, low calm
fell
round.
into a lack of one in that finality of the bonus.
Let me lock it in,
Truly
bro.
nothing to offer going into it after Bob was able to do all that damage in the follow-up. So we'll be on even.
Alright, Bob is ult.
Here at 8-7 and ADG's
Chaotic 2 on 4's
Still
ult.
has a couple
Bounce one
question marks
off.
over it with this comp change back with Sacred on that Cypher as opposed to the KJ. You have to have a little more flank watching available, especially against people like Zosol and Heartless now on this Neon. And then Chaotic on the ISO. Again, like the ISO has been having trouble for this team on this map. But Hugh was the one that was using it more often. So seeing how Chaotic is
Along with Op.
trying to find that more
Wait.
than 1-for-1 value consistently out of these pushes.
Susie, you just have to
Necessary
TP,
for this
bro.
team to get ahead.
Susie, you just have to TP. I'm not gonna lie. Susie, you have to TP, dog.
I love it.
That is such a heavy investment here, and 2Z able to get out, but Hunter's Fury gonna get.
He actually got out without
really
using
early
TP.
on and goes fishing.
Just sent a,
nothing.
Yo, the
ADG
quarter,
this
thank you for the
time
follow,
around
bro.
looks like they
Appreciate
are
you.
Trying to just get that positioning. You have Chaotic. go a little bit
Heartless.
more exploratory. Feign a bit more presence.
Chaotic gonna
maybe
take
find
this?
a kill to allow for safer passage.
Oh,
onto
Chaotic's
this
backing
A
up.
site. But given the positioning of where the spike is, it's going to be a lot more of that closer brawl style.
Who's the
if
best
you
player?
find
In
that
what?
first shot, but not going to be the case.
That would have been so pivotal. The reason that they wanted to push this now is that Bob doesn't have any intel now after that Hunter's Fury is gone. This is the window to go in without
game?
any counteraction, and indeed,
I don't know,
the
man.
collapse, the 3-stack, and no ability.
That's lucky
to
a good
understand where
question.
they're coming from in that pocket. ADG have found it themselves.
What you need?
It's a 5v2 for this retake. I don't even think Blue Water
You need
considers
betting
this.
lines, bro.
I wouldn't if I was them. I mean, obviously, you know, you won the last round here, but it was a very heavy investment. And in order to look forward to
Brother
better days,
needs
better
picks.
rounds, you got to make sure you got the weapons for it. Zosol, though, just with the Guardian, that's a little bit more to try and explore and punish maybe a bit more of the economy of ADG.
What is that timing?
Ships passing in the
Yo,
night
hello?
now. 2 Omens. Not going to make any contact whatsoever.
Truly trading shadows. Well, you'll get somebody else in the crowd, surely, right? I mean, yeah, again, nabbing a rifle here would be nice.
No, I just never watched Challengers, only VCC. Ah, okay, okay. Choosing Chaotic or Casey? Yeah.
Bob had kind of let everything loose. I respect her wanting to make sure that there's not the early flood.
I think Chaotic is up
Get the
there
intel
as
in
one of
that
the better
window, but it's
players in
still
this
so
game.
wide with how quickly she did all of it, and they were already kind of leaning over to the sewer, so they had that ability to just kind of take the space. Would have been even better if you got that opening kill with the operator. That would have really.
I'm not gonna
sealed
lie,
the
I haven't
window,
watched-
but that just goes to show
I don't think I watched the
guys
Blue Water
looking for
game yet.
ADG if they can get out of dodge here.
Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Like, you talk about Bob using the Hunter's Fury kind of early, and
Like, I know Chaotic shit, and
you
that's
see
about
that,
it,
you're
I'm not gonna
okay,
lie.
Go away, go away, go away. And Bones gets a huge paranoia to allow that to be such an easy sight hit. Being able to find early.
T-Dog is the worst if you want to take an.
Yo,
Yo, what?
Make sure that T-Dog is completely neutral.
Why is T-Dog fragging? Because he's a big dog, bro. He's a big dog, come on.
Not really going to work out. As once again, it's going to be, hey, Chaotic, go find a bit more site presence. Go find.
Supposed to be
a little bit
triple
more
negative?
chaos. You walk away with kill, that'd be amazing. The rest of us are going
Never
to be taking our
T-Dog.
talents over to that.
I would
A
never
site.
be T-Dog.
It was already a little weird. T-Dog peeking that before Chaotic even strolled around the courtyard corner to check it. And then pops shield after getting implanted in garage for the audible to force the lean. I mean, I guess you have less defenders on that A site now. You're still playing at a disadvantage for the retake. They desperately want Chaotic to find a kill.
God, I
They almost
can't
roll on
find anything,
Heartless.
bro. They got the plant down on A.
For a little bit longer, and then they'll get the spike down.
Bob's already in heaven.
This is such a weird
Dart.
pivot from Chaotic, bro.
Look at this timing.
Yeah, it's kind of just like go do your
And
own
he's.
thing.
Oh my gosh!
Almost works out well for Chaotic, but at least that position will be taken care of. Hugh, though, with that
Hugh gets that
operating
kill?
device,
Wait.
Yeah, no one can really
Not a second one.
counteract it.
Dart comes through now.
It's gonna force the TP away after the shot. Doesn't land. That was close though. Finally
He also
making
takes out
himself
Chaotic,
known.
but Bones holds it down.
Bones
Graffiti.
from Graffiti. Again,
Oh,
just
Bones.
refusing to get cleared away. No individuality
There we go.
whatsoever, except from the side of ADG, who gets.
There's
to
only one
double
dog I
digits
know.
out,
B-Dog, my
holding
goat.
Down that A post plant like it was nothing.
multiple of their members. Not necessarily holding W key. Maybe Chaotic was the only one there.
Yeah, we gotta get another.
Really,
We gotta get
I
another
think it's just
dog
kind of like a distraction
in challenges, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
At the end of the
B-Dog.
day, like, uh-oh, we got a nice little
B-Dog.
running around in our backline, so I guess we have to manage that one. But then meanwhile, Hugh.
Yo,
being in the tip of the
what's
spear
another
with
letter in the
Bobber,
alphabet, bro?
Playing so close by and playing really up into their faces. As a Bones just being the very reliable anchor.
Are they
after
fighting
that
this?
spike goes down.
Wait, look at
Blue
this.
Water have just having
Heartless.
such a tough time getting anything going here onto this defense. But well, it's looking very familiar to that first half, so I wouldn't really count them out just.
Has T-Dog ever been T1? No.
As,
I think best team he's been on so far is what's it called?
This is the value that
Is
KJ brings
Cubit
to
Academy. That's like the highest team he's ever
willing to
been on.
handle as much of
Which was the
this fight
Sentinels
as
Academy
possible, but it
team.
ain't much with the help of that stinger, so out we go. Handing C over to ADG. Going into phase 2 of what
Been
damage
on
they can chip
Core
away at.
Game. He was on Core Gaming for a little bit. Free agent team. I don't remember what he was on before Core. I'm not gonna lie.
Chaotic getting that spike down.
I don't know orc
Blue
before
Water
Core. Why do I not
trying to
remember?
find a way to make some damage happen.
Zoe's smoke is back, so lane is cleared away.
Because I'm pretty sure I
That's-
saw his name
that's all
before
they
he was
can
on
really
Core. I just
see
don't.
off the
Ooh,
drone. That
I'm
paranoia is
blind.
ridiculous from Bones.
EP's out.
Say goodbye to your first approach.
Oh my gosh.
TP into the boxes.
What are these
Hey,
spam through the
into back
boxes,
line.
bro?
There's just that one guy left. Kill contracts. Oh, did that catch a decoy? No. Oh no, it caught 399. Chaotic's got that easy.
All right, Bob, just grab a gun and
This
leave,
should be
bro.
the guns kind of wading through the water here.
T-Dog on
That's- yeah,
Cuber.
I was happy with that.
Unk still got it.
ISO
Yo, he got
hold.
dropped halfway through
Like,
the
keep it
season, by the
clean, they
way.
Keep it easy. Make sure there's no decent opportunity to close the gap that would let those
Okay.
guns kind of match up. Bob is always good for one though, keeping it entertaining.
Level heads until we're home, yes?
Yeah, ADG. Looks like they're ready to kinda close
Metro,
out
that's
this
the
map.
org I'm thinking of.
I don't want to speak too soon here. They've
He was on
gotten
Metro
their
for a
5
year.
rounds to 1 on
He was
this
on SR?
map here, but excellent just like position.
No, he was on SR for a couple
All
months.
these different players. Obviously having Chaotic as that
Did play
backup
for
just in case
TSM,
the
but
Spike is gonna get
they
the
went a different
fuse.
way with the
You know, Bones
roster.
playing it back. Bones once again being such a good highlight.
He was on
player,
court,
has
yeah.
such great
That was
timing
2023 though. I was trying to think of
paranoia.
like what
I'm gonna
other
be honest with
orgs he
you,
was on
ADG,
before
not necessarily like running it down, but they're so good with their util and so good with their entry.
Before,
on just being able to play together and force a lot of those
before
Blue
Core.
Water members back.
Yeah, I know
and
he'd
they're
been
really
around
just
for a
doing
little
great
bit.
job at taking those opening first bloods up against Blue
What's
Water
up, Faded?
and winning things.
Who you got today?
Blue Water.
I
kinda looking
don't
for
really
a little
know
bit
who
of
I got for this
something.
game. I low-key don't
Wants a
care.
lot of presence, but
Second
Sparkly
game,
will
I'm
back
really
out of
interested
this
to
one.
watch. I low-key
Hugh
also
this
don't
time
know who
gonna
I
be
have in
one
that game
going
either.
Exploring as gets caught
gosh,
out
what a
of
good
position
play.
so hard. So now Chaotic will have to be the duelist to try and bring us into one of these sites.
Stuck around for a hot minute there. How long does that keep these two on A lane? And how much does that matter? No paranoia to enter now that it was used on Bob and Garage previously. And the smoke on top of the B door means you don't have any.
Well, obviously
any
I'm gonna be
controls
rooting
on
for
this
M80
point
in
other
that
than maybe
game,
just,
but,
like,
you know.
following a drone. They need a safer opportunity, or at least
I
that
don't really know
guarantee
who I
that
have
there
to win.
isn't anything on the B side, which there is not.
Oh.
Also, Darius, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, bro.
And all the while, we're getting Chaotic up Garage again.
What gets
One
broken?
down.
35 seconds left.
Now Bull
They're just
holding
committing
over
to
two.
this.
That sends the rest of ADG over
Oh,
to try to take place in the
Tuzi.
That is the biggest mistake they could
Ah.
make. Three, and
But the
Blue
Guardian?
once again finds their
Yo, show me the
way back
replay.
here in the game.
Blue Water doing a great job that time.
Second
around
game
and
should be kinda good,
controlling
yeah.
all of the space on this map here. You see, like as soon as that
Yo, aren't
first
Core playing
kill
right
kinda
now,
goes through,
Fable?
They're like, okay, yeah, pivot. Let's go to C. Let's
Drake
go to
finally
C.
updated the program, bro.
Despite
I
the
saw
fact
it, bro.
that he was wide open. That was actually because Blue Water had gotten themselves set up onto that C site, and really, ADG just walked into.
You played
a trap,
yesterday versus M80
second-guessed
1-2-0?
himself onto that B site.
Oh, yeah.
Assumed that C was gonna be
Forgot about
nice,
that.
clean,
Huh.
and easy, and Tuzi just guns them down.
So what do you play
Excellent.
tomorrow?
Just kind of delaying things is It's a lot of utility right off the rip. Looking for an early kill. Zostul, though.
Ooh, Zostul!
Such a strange decision to put the operator
His
on him,
ults,
and
too.
now cornered away. Hunter's Fury chasing him down.
Zostul dead.
And Blue Water do not have
How are they
enough to
holding
hold
this?
on this.
How is this a 2v2? What?
Make it back. Puppy guarding the spike, but two collapsing on top of the neural theft. Let Sacred take
Oh.
over and let the double
Dude.
swing.
7
do the rest.
HP.
It's messy, but it's still unabashedly ADG that now have 4 rounds of game point.
Match point.
Yeah, they used their ultimates that time. The previous time we've seen their ultimates was, hey, let's just hold on to it until we see Blue Water pop all of
Buy is
theirs.
so bad, dude.
And you know what? Hey, this time around, we're just going to make sure that we can secure the round. To make it so that, exactly like you said, Blue Water's buy is going to be an interesting one. The only saving grace here is all of those ultimates online.
When's AG playing again? They play the second game tomorrow
Still go up with
on
the
B
rifle,
stream.
Despite the overdrive being online to kind of compensate for that lack of weaponry. So know that there is a bit more emphasis on having this Neon frag out, but on this half it's just been dominant from ADG and how they attack things, and they've already gotten so much space on B. They just need to be able to
Turzy again with this Guardian, man.
Down,
A whiffy from Sacred, but like T-Dog! Oh my
That's
gosh!
one way to get B site.
Like, hey man.
Stepping out into it here, and so 399 gonna be forced to do the same. Then grant Blue Water something to hold on to.
Okay.
Weird timing
That ping
on
too?
Fury here, but damn, it'll do a
No
lot of
kill.
damage. Wow. And now the KJ ulti to follow up. And you can cycle through this. Dimensional drift
What
will
is-
come next.
what is Hugh
Susie has a good
supposed to do here
position
other than just,
execute,
like,
especially after getting all that
Emax
noise on
distance
Hugh
and
on the
die?
exit. Once again, flushed out one way or the
They
other.
did have a
Right now,
blind.
Guard dogging the defuse as Bones has
Uzi.
circumnavigated. Can't make it back to the spike in time.
What a protector, bro.
Blue
Holy
hold
moly.
on, it's 9-12.
What's up,
Two rifles
Zexira?
to their name. Eco still very dicey.
Yeah, Eco's still very dicey, and Ultimate Eco also feeling dicey as well. I don't really know how I feel about the fact that they
Water
had to
fell
use
asleep, bro. I
3
fell asleep, bro.
ultimates there to be able
Yeah.
to win that one out. I mean, especially you
Dog, I'm
pop the
so
Hunter's
done.
Fury, you pop the lockdown.
I hate Team
and
Liquid.
then
I hate these
Dimensional
roster
Drift
changes.
comes out as well, just at the very end to make
You
sure
don't
that
you
they
don't
secure
you don't
the
like
round.
you're not a
The
fan of
numbers
Wayne and Mini
was
Boo in them?
already into their favor. So Blue Otter really reaching deep into their pockets to be able to win out that round. Now they're just left with Heartless's overdrive being the only.
Oh wait,
tool.
we lost to them, didn't
The
we?
fact that we're seeing that judge come
Never
forward
mind.
on the
Yeah,
match
no,
is
I hate this Liquid team too, bro.
gonna go crazy.
Bah!
It's one flawless, and Tuzi at least able to get one, but 2 people go down on the.
Bro, Loki was so mad at that game, bro. They should have won.
The swarm and already found out by the dimensional drift. You can just solely
Alright, let's
turn it and
just
make the
yeah,
overdrive
just
a
wait,
complete
bro. Just wait.
non-starter.
Your ults can't get anything there, bro.
Unquestionably,
There's an invisible Yoru staring at you and everyone's aware.
so effortless to just completely deny that ultimate. And now you own the space, you own the clock. You still have Zostal making his way back, but now he'll get double checked. This feels pretty cut and dry.
Oh,
With this judge though.
One last
Done?
T to cross.
1v3 for Heartless. Yeah, NT, brother.
And that'll do it.
Holy man.
Able to turn the whole board into his playing field, and ultimately Azure Dragon Gaming make more changes and more success.
Yo, I think this is their I think this is literally their 4th Haven comp. This is their 4th Haven comp and they finally won on the map. Holy moly. Yo. They finally got it done, bro. Surely Casey don't lose to Foot, right? Surely not. I'm not gonna lie, that is a losable game, but I really hope we don't lose. Also, let me open the YouTube stream. Can you blow my mind? Oh snap, hold on. This game might go to T. Everybody lock in. Fireball for 2.
Player standing.
1v1 now. Monty running out of time. There's just no chance. Fez isn't giving this to him. Fez isn't a shed. What the? Yo, what is that, bro?
Switching sides. Overtime.
All 5 of them have Osmos confidence and they're Turkish, so aim is a natural gift to them. This is true. This is true. I'd rather have Baby Vay over Shados. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to agree with you on that one, bro. Nah. Shados is something, bro. Shados is something, bro. I want Martine. Hey, man, it's fine. We'll win, bro. We'll win. We'll win, bro. We'll win.
Go, go.
Listen, bro. If Suigetsu can stop rage speaking after timeouts, and my team and my team isn't just like insta peeking everything and just like dying in the first 10 seconds of the round, and we have to like pull this. What? Carter said. And they don't have to like pull something brain dead out, bro, to try to win the game or win the round, bro. The team might have a chance. But we insta-peek everything, lose 1 or 2 guys, and go down 4v5, 5v3 every single time. You don't understand the heartbreak every year? I watched last year, bro! I understand!
Last player standing.
And I was glazing that KC team, what's it called? When they had narrated them, bro? Oh my gosh. And then just like, stage... Dude, listen, kickoff, awesome. Madrid, you know, oh, first step for a young team, right? And then just stage 1, narrate. Stage 2, narrate.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I thought Koof was gonna win that, bro.
Scanning ahead.
Switching sides.
All other teams in EMEA made notable, reasonable changes. I don't think the changes that they made were unreasonable. Like, keeping Alves is incredible. Suigetsu's awesome. Shados shouldn't be this bad. I think Levin is a very awesome guy, and Doja also should be chill. Also, yeah, Narrate did look good on KC. Oh, Practo. But yeah, Narrate did look good on KC. He just, isn't very awesome on Waylay, unfortunately.
Night.
Right there. Spike down mid.
2v4. Nah, 1v4. Coburg, do you have it in you? I'm actually curious. Do we think Coburg has it in him, bro? Narrate was playing Duelist on KC. He was playing a lot of Duelist. It's just his Waylay isn't good. Like, bro. And he was never, like, the Duelist for the team. Martine was always, like, you know. Martine was always on Duelist. Narrate flexed to a lot of, like, Initiator stuff. He wasn't always Scan. He was playing, like, the first time he was playing Sova was, I think, on Sentinels. But, like, he was playing a lot of Fade. He was playing Gecko and stuff. He wasn't really playing Sova. Because they had Magnum to play the Sova. I know he played Sova earlier in the season. No. Actually, no. He played Sova earlier in the season on KC. But then, the meta switched, and they had Magnum less on Senti, and he was more on, like, the Initiator stuff. And then Narrate started playing more and more Duelist. Because he was playing a lot more Duelist, and he was playing second Duelist, and he was playing, like, Fid. And, like, the second Initiator. Playing Gecko, KO, stuff like that. Then, even on Sen, Narrate's best games were on Fade. I mean, yeah, but you can't run Fade on every map. And we have to remember, his start on Sova was also really bad. But to be fair, he's had this struggle on, like, Waylay and Duelist in general on this Sentinels team since like, their first offseason tournament, the Sen City. But, like, the first Sen City, it was like, hey, man, whatever. They had, like, a couple days of prac, right? When we got to Sen Invitational in, like, early December, it's like, hey, man, there's a month until the season, we still ain't figured it out. But, you know, like, it's cool. There's still a month until the season. And then we get here, and it's like, hey, man. They have Redux right there. I mean, yeah. They could just switch the rules. It's just like, what would they do? IU can play a lot, but I feel like low key he does fit on the like scan really well. Yo, low key, bro, I swear every single day I open my stream, bro, we're talking about narrate, man. Yo, can we stop talking about narrate? I'm not gonna lie, we talk about narrate and struggling a little bit. Yo, let him breathe, man. How did this always turn to narrate, bro? Every day. We were talking about KC. How did we go narrate? Narrate was on KC? I mean, I guess, but like, damn, bro. It's time for Super Goal, y'all. Oh, yeah. I might be too locked, I'm not gonna lie. Only ready for this. Only ready for this. Only ready for this. Does anyone share my hate for Shados? I mean, yeah. He's selling me. It's not hate. I just wish my team was better. Let's get real. I don't hate Shadows, but I do think it was a missed pickup. I mean, I don't know. Why am I low-key locked, bro? Bro, do they have a goalie over there? Am I tweaking? Oh my gosh, I have to go the whole field. Yo, brother. Hello? Don't you dare turn around. What? Ow. Oh yeah. I mean, oh yeah. I mean, oh yeah. I thought your team was 100T, not KC. It is 100T, but like I really like KC and Suigetsu. Listen, Suigetsu's my favorite player, so then I started hard glazing KC, but I liked KC before. Just not like as much, obviously. Are you the Jinx? I'm not the Jinx! I was hyping them up oh wait, hold on. I might be the Jinx. Wait, no, it might be my fault, because now that I think about it, I was hyping up this team after I was hyping up this team after Madrid too. And then we saw what happened after Madrid. Wait, it might be my fault, Zexura. Listen, it's not my fault, okay? I promise. I just want to like a Valorant team, please. Wait, Loki? This guy can make that run. Hold on. and I just want to be a good one, and you're stopping me from that with your jinxing. Okay. It's not my fault, okay? Sorry. Sorry, Zixira. Zixira, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, we got it! Come on! You're the reason there's no trophies when you inspect the classic? Suigetsu's gonna win and I'm gonna be there to witness it, okay? Suigetsu's gonna win another trophy and I'm gonna be there for it, okay? You're the reason Suigetsu never had it. Ah, it's not my fault! He had a bum on his team! Listen! Angel sold him for years on Navi! I don't know what happened. He switched colors from red to yellow and became brain dead! Like, I know he got a little silly before, but it's like stupid! And then... No, it's just not my fault. It's just not my fault. I'm not taking this, bro. You're the reason no one puts respect on KC. Okay. No! I'm running an ad just because you said that. You're the reason I get clowned on for liking French chuds. Zexira, okay, hold on. Is this like news to you? I'm so confused. I feel like I've talked to you about KC before, no? Bro, I literally bought KC Classic this year. You're acting like it. Oh wait, you are a sub. Ha! Ha! Forgot about that. What? Chop. Oh. Oh. Bang. Wait, hello? Bang.
We're getting a little of the old little. Okay, we're switching it up. Heartless, fantastic on the Sova. Bob's back on the Sova. Roy, we got Heartless on the Waylay. We're just switching everything up. I don't know. I like throw everything at the wall, see what sticks. I love it.
I like the Bob Chamber, but I think I like the Bob Sova a lot more. I think the value that she gets on this agent and being able to control a lot of the info flow, maybe those have been like sticking points for this roster. So I'm not surprised to see it. And then Azure Dragon, I think they're taking out the same composition that we saw from them last time, except there's a bit of a swap. I think they're dropping the. I think at one point they're doing this solo Astra, if I'm not mistaken, and now they're on the double controller. Omen Viper, the elevation is there, the double duelist, so expect a lot of aggression from Azure Dragon. They also have a lot of utility to work with on the sites, and enough utility.
Arnish hasn't been on a real team for 3 years.
There's no Sentinel competition.
Koi!
Might struggle, so expect a lot
no, you're right.
In this matchup.
No, you're right.
That's
not even incorrect. I'm not gonna lie.
Astra last time. Now they've kind of migrated.
Our IGL hasn't been on a real team in years.
Astra, it did, guys. Listen, I voted for this team to win. It was not good. Like, this is good for me. I feel like now they're playing to their strengths instead of trying to fit something in that's quite uncomfortable. So, yeah, I'm excited. Like Roy said, you know, that the difference in composition for Blue Otter is something
Boy,
that
you're
I
kind of
genuinely
chuddy.
think
It's okay
maybe,
though.
like, it will work. I like the Waylay edition as well for just like that extra umph. So yeah.
I mean, little switches coming out from one team, big switches from the other, and again, elimination on the line. Blue Otter have to win this out to
That
try
plays good in
and
Project
stay
Blender,
in
but not kick
Challenger.
off. It's okay,
Can
bro.
they do it,
It's okay.
Or is it gonna be ADG
We're gonna look.
to knock
We're
them
gonna look
out?
great in the lower
Breeze is
bracket. We're gonna
ready.
look
We're ready
good
to
going
find
straight
out.
one.
So let's head back
Come
over
stage
to
one.
Casters
You know what I'm
Mark
saying?
and Tenrix to find out.
It's gonna be fine, bro.
Thanks so much, Sierra. Keep that deep breathing going, Blue Water fans. Your team is one map out from heading to relegation after stage 1 of North American Challengers. It's a battle for who's got the best battering ram here on Breeze. As the desk mentioned, both teams making changes of different sizes, but ultimately,
Bro, I'm literally running a KC Classic right now.
Do a bunch of damage, make them fall like an Angry Birds tower.
I want you to know I was sick.
Like you say, like deep.
I was sick buying this, by the way, because
Because
I didn't have money to buy it last year, bro. I didn't have money to buy it last year.
Last map kind of happened the way that it did, especially with the changes that Blue Otter.
I wanted the purple one so bad.
Generally speaking, I'm a fan of the chamber, but they're falling back into something that doesn't feel as practiced. And really,
Last year was so peak. That's what I'm saying, man.
Bump up here, but actually, this is the exact same composition that they won with in that last.
I didn't have the money to buy it when I wanted to buy it, and then I just kept buying other things rather than buying
this is
the
a familiar
skin,
look from them, while Blue Otter are
which
the
was
one
honestly
changing
reasonable.
everything up to try a new idea.
There was a lot of
And for
things
me,
I had to spend
that
money on last
leaves
year,
A little
so.
bit of movement, a little bit of space for this to be a little bit more scary for Blue Otter.
If it ain't broken the weekly
Alright.
mid-season tournament,
Hey, Grid.
don't fix it.
It's his one. 5v3 now.
Watchdogging for
2 guys
6 to
flanking.
make sure the door
Dude,
can't be flushed.
Bob is getting pushed in nest.
Bob no longer on chamber.
Bob is in her spawn.
Bates
Getting pushed.
intel on one of
How?
them. She'll just hold off 3. Maybe she is basically chamber anyway.
When did
So
Chamber
back we
have a
go.
bow?
Onto the spike.
Oh my gosh.
Defuse 399 holding the sight line, and Blue Otter split responsibility.
Bob-
thanks to
Bob
a
just won the
certain
round.
someone once again happening to do
Bob
what
just
she
won the
does
round.
best.
Oh my gosh.
New agent, which isn't entirely new for Bob. I mean, Bob has played Sova before, but
Bob's
definitely
tough.
one of the major switch-ups we've seen coming into this match, and a big change of responsibility.
Wish I had a better
despite the
card, but
fact
I bought it
that we're
anyway.
Still, you know, riding
Yeah.
Bob to grab as many kills as she can.
Bro, the cards are just so
I'd
like
to credit
regular,
Winthrop
bro.
University for really bringing back
Only
in
classic I
chamber
bought
meta
year
that
one
we're
was
seeing
EDG,
so many
and they didn't even have a
teams
card,
all
bro.
try and, field because they were really the
ADG
ones
3, bro.
that
Everybody
essentially
pushed
been
Bob in her
last
spawn,
season.
and she just
Really
gets 3.
popularized the chamber, but sometimes it is better to just go back.
And then they got
to
flanked.
basics. And once again, the Bob highlight onto this Sova.
Sacred couldn't
Obviously,
deal with the 2 guys
frags
flanking,
always
and
are
then just
gonna
like,
look
yeah.
impressive on the kill feed. It's gonna look nice and flashy. But the bigger question comes down
EDG,
to how
yep,
much
Edward
that
Gaming.
utility gets used, especially on a nice wide open map like
Not
Breeze.
KC? No.
Already
Not
Hugh
KC.
getting a little bit of information, but Bob fragging yet again takes Chaotic down nice and early on here. Tuzi's gonna have a lot to deal with as the offense is coming in fast.
Yeah, misses him in the
Oh, wow,
slipstream,
Tuzi has
fires
that.
bones
You're
to be able
fake?
to make the distance, and yeah, Tuzi is keen to it.
Bro, I told you I was glazing that team with Narrate, but like I wasn't like hard fan
Really
until
interesting
Suigetsu.
stuff ADG gets to do this round, but still a minute to go. T-Dog is creative. We'll see what he can come up with here. But I mean, so far, yeah, I mean, no notes for how Blue Water is approaching.
You're not even watch party in Juju. You're so fake. You want me to
to
watch party Juju? No, you know what? We'll watch party Juju. Yeah, forget this.
They want to be able
Forget
to
this, bro.
scale such a gargantuan map to be able to make.
Juju was dead.
It shouldn't be this hard.
It shouldn't be this hard, bro. Can you lock in? Come on.
I'm completely honest with you. It should not.
Come on, Juju.
Yeah.
Come on, Juju.
Do you even have 4 right now?
Type in chat.
Your roll 3B.
One comes through from the other omen. Oh my gosh, this push. Oh my gosh, they. Yo!
Defenders win.
Bro. What do I even do that round? Like, every single, like. Just go again. Just go again. Actually, no, hold on. Let me see DMing. Why are you watch partying me, bro? Get out of here.
I click on his stream for 5 seconds. He gets fried.
Can you tell him to get out of here? And I guess she hates me and she wants me to die.
No, that's crazy.
The operator gets brought in the middle of all of this.
Yo. Jinxing at its peak, bro. Holy.
All of the members are looking only towards the back of the stage.
I watched Juju's stream for 1 second. He gets ran down B main and aced. Are you kidding me?
Just slowly move in, completely unaware from ADG, allowing for that gap to happen just because of that gap, just because of that spacing. It's nice and easy for Blue Water to clean that one up. It'll be pistols yet again coming out from ADG. They're gonna try and make something happen here.
Is still behind the wall here? I wonder, can they get an eco? Oh, that's a good start. Q gets the kill. I don't know if you can get that gun though. Yeah, no, there's two guys looking straight at it. Smoke comes through, gets spammed, no? You made it out. Okay, well, no, that's cool with you. Okay, no, that's great. Okay, so Sacred has the gun now. 4v4. Oh.
This retake already. You still have so much
3v3. Heartless is so low coming through here.
Left to take it. 399, the first point of contact on the swing with
Molly comes through. Good shock dart as well.
Looks like it can be put together.
Chaotic.
Still, they try to wander forward.
This would be unreal. He's already running out of time. Yeah, just no chance.
That'll be all, and ADG will nab a thrifty to get on the board.
Kind of a
big eco for
crazy
ADG.
round coming in that time. It's just ADG really holding their ground. I was going to comment on the fact that some of that utility for the spike came a little bit early, in my opinion. We see the shock dart being comboed there with the snake bite, and you know, there's no indication of anybody trying to defuse it, but it stalls things out just for a second, reveals the positions, and ADG play into their strengths, playing for those individual push-ins, playing to find those kills. So Blue Water, they go down a single round. Could be 2 ultimates online for ADG and 2 ultimates online on the other side. Sacred only finding a leg shot, I believe.
Oh my gosh, wait, hold on.
Still alive while Tuzi takes Bones out nice and good.
Oh, 399 with those knives out. Got to keep him out for Sacred, who can nab the op kill and tries to turn on to Tuzi next. Quick response times for both sides as this spike still remains in limbo. It's ADG that have all the ability to move around, but it's still Blue Water with the personnel and the Hunter's Fury in tow.
Silent as a mouse. Great job from Tuzi. Doing a great job. Kind of making sure they can't just walk in onto that B site. We've seen a lot
2v3
of being made happen on that A site, but
I mean, they have an open A.
Tuzi on this Viper has been so pivotal. Usually supported by Bob, playing some of those longer range.
You doesn't have a TP, bro. This guy has to run all the way back.
And easy. And
gets pinged.
Gets spotted out there, so we'll have to back up. All the meanwhile, though, T-Dog has
another running away to A.
Made his way over to that A site.
Drone comes through for Bob.
Have any smokes to kind of back up? So
There's also probably just chill out here. I'm not gonna lie.
But Blue Otter will have the numbers advantage here.
Yeah, just gonna play the 3v2.
Make this a nice and easy round if they're able to take Q out before they start to go for that retake.
What's up, Love Sick?
Already so much time lost just by having to make the trek. And you don't have your 2 most mobile players to even make some noise in the beginning.
A lot of utility.
Let's see it, bro. They're both holding their flank.
But actually, Bob with Hunter's Fury.
Ult comes through.
For the pure intel,
Not a single tag.
It's so piecemeal that
only damage onto Zostal. Big first kill for Q. Oh my gosh. 1v1. No time. It took so long.
Blue Otter probably should have walked another like 15 meters closer before they even thought about using that Hunter's Fury, let alone engaging, period.
Yo, Uncle Topher, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
Bringing back one of the words that the desk said at the top of this match was disjointed. Really felt like that time around, Blue Water a little bit more disjointed on this retake. Obviously, we see these early engagements. It's always such a clash of these two teams right off the rip. It's in these later rounds, you know, the clock working barely against Blue Water that time. I have to question the use of the Hunter's Fury in the midst of all of that, but you see the other members of Blue Water kind of split themselves off, and then ADG just have to kind of play nice and patiently. Make that work out nice and easy. Chaotic, Outlaw in hand. Could be early information here, but this time 399 not going super aggressive. Heartless going to be the person doing it.
Damn, NT Chaotic. Gets the body shot though, so 399 10 HP just the rest of the game. Rest of the round. Damn. We gonna figure out the word one of these days, bro.
Do they feel as comfortable pumping up the gas as Blue Water
Big
does?
kill for Hugh. That's just an open B side now.
When they've been able to stall enough for 2 members of B.
Why didn't you just get the bomb before you TP'd?
Even still in the slipstream, 399
Oh, dude. T-Dog just beat the timing to get there, bro. But now this retake's gonna come hella fast.
399 has just been so deadly. Looking for yet another, but Sacred able to find it.
Massive kill
Which
for
will
Sacred,
allow
I'm
this
not gonna
to
lie.
get online so far forwards. Also doesn't even know it, but landed a shot actually onto that Viper.
One for Heartless. Ult comes through. It could actually got slowed, but I don't think he's gonna get. Wait, he actually is. Oh my gosh!
Turned onto it the very last second. Heartless does manage to make
Oh
that
wow,
work.
this one. Yes, bro, you had to go for the knife. Yes, bro, you did.
A 1v1. Zol still having the space. And a star.
Darius as well.
Recon bolt gonna get thrown in. Zol still
Circuit's broken actually.
Get to half. Now the shock. All that's left is the
Zostal.
And T-Dog
Oh.
shot down by Zostal. Taking advantage of every inch you can get is what gets you ahead and keeps you in Challengers North America. Blue Water up 4-2.
It just
I'm surprised they didn't
feels
drop the
like there are
bomb.
so
Surprised T-Dog didn't drop the bomb before Bones
individual
just
moments that
TP'd
are
to
kinda
be.
going on here. And on the desk, they highlighted this as well, right? Like, if they can just up their communication a bit more, then this can feel a bit better. But once again, it almost feels like it's every man for themselves.
T-Dog over Stellar?
Little
Nah, I don't
ace
think so.
teams there.
Weave it.
And especially with those
Actually,
ultimates getting popped,
no.
it really solidifies that for me. I mean, Sacred
Never
using
mind,
it
it's not
so far
sad.
forwards, buying the team a bit more space, and then
What do you mean?
Heartless kind of using the convergent paths and expecting.
Oh,
to
you
find
mixed
those
it up?
kills,
Oh,
allowing
okay.
For that push through.
Oh.
To happen. 399 though under so much pressure has to back up. Tuzi in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Finds
Oh, Tuzi gets that blind?
as the extra checkpoint, and Blue Water have all
Oh,
the
Heartless.
players they need
Just a
to be
clean
able to
round for Blue
take
Water.
this down. Speed run of a flawless round 7. That makes this Blue Water defense still nigh impenetrable for ADG so far. And like you said,
Someone gotta get the
it
bomb,
feels
bro.
like everyone is kind of playing for themselves, but when everyone can individually manage more than just themselves, it does work out. Yeah, I mean, if you give 399 4 different opportunities to peak with the operator, at some point something's gonna go right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of setup that Blue Water can use to knock down ADG.
Yeah, and it's just that kind of like backpedaling
Or
that we see
aim
from
in,
both teams. Or sorry,
throw the
from those
orb.
2 members on that
Throw
B
the
site
orb.
that allows for that opportunity for it to come
Yeah, it
through.
is.
399 this
Bro,
time.
everyone at
Very
started using this.
far
Oh my
forward,
gosh,
but
Sacred.
Heartless losing that battle is
Big
not
kill
how you
for him
wanna
in
start
mid.
it. So a nice easy plant here.
Flash
So
through?
quickly.
Wait, flash through?
They're getting in front of the
What?
screen. This is so odd, but T-Dog with the Hunter's Fury, it's all to try to get that chase down with the ultimate damage, but ultimately, it only nabs that ship onto Zostal, so ADG still have to battle a hell of a lot as they
2v4.
make it back on, and 399 just walking it down with this
I wonder if that's
operator,
Saw, actually.
continuously finding opening and closing frags for the fight. Bones trying to get in the middle of it, but Bob shuts that down too. And it's yet
One for
again
Sacred, that's it, bro.
certainty upon certainty for Blue Otter. Time to spare, people to kill. Still more than enough resources to make this defense dominant.
Yeah, it's just like that time around. Last round, we got to see what happens when they play
Last
good
weekend?
defense, you know, backing up, buying that time, and all that type of stuff. And then this time, the
399
retake is
gets
just
Zappa
so clean
again.
from Blue Water. They just completely push in there and mitigate anything that's going to happen. And a lot of it right now is coming down to 399 being so sharp with that operator in hand. When it comes down to this individualistic playstyle, Tuzi, we're gonna pretend that we didn't see that.
Yo, good. Yo, Tuzi, good orb, bro.
Down to this individual playstyle and kind
Tuzi, what an incredible orb, man.
Is going to be the strongest thing here for both these teams. The fact that we're seeing consistent value come from 399 makes it so much easier for
Oh,
Blue
well,
Water
Sacred's
to
dead.
win these rounds. As Heartless already going in deep, just on the other side of that pit, but Tuzi's still going to be holding this one as the wraparound happens on that A site.
Options are at a minimal thanks to the pit, but with the space that ADG grabbed, again, reactively but quickly, that's just how they roll. They're able to get the plant.
And they got the bomb. Yeah, they have this plant down.
Please do tempt 399 again. No, it'll get pushed with the drift.
Ult C's 399.
And even so, he keeps on firing. T-Dog is on 3 HP.
T-Dog, you are so low, brother.
And he still manages to grab Tuzi in the pit. That
Yes,
shuts down
health is going
all
up?
of the space that Blue Water had
Oh, wait,
previously
no. He's
maintained.
literally just 3
And will
HP.
now
Okay.
force the rush from Zoe and 399 back onto site with the help of the Cosmic Divide. That will divide T-Dog and
One for Heartless.
away. Heartless can deal with not
There it
all of
is.
them.
All right,
399
3v1 for Q.
stands
Can't get the
alone.
first,
Can he
brother.
deal with
3K for 399, bro.
399? Another 3K, continuing to top frag and lead Blue Water to a 7-2 half so far.
All right, obviously, we can't hear the comms in the middle of these rounds, right? We don't know what the players are saying there, but I'd like to think that that round demonstrates that a bit more communication is necessarily happening there. Heartless, you know, not able to find that. It's looking a little bit dicey. T-Dog has been doing an excellent job at just playing that corner, is able to find Tuesday in the midst of all of that, still being such a pain. And yet, Heartless does not push out any further. Understands that that position is so difficult to be able to hold. Just instead swings out there, takes out another member on that team, and allows 399 plenty of time to swing in together with the backup. And the cavalry just completely knocks the door down there. And Heartless.
Oh, Heartless tries to get the kill.
A little bit of an opposite setup here.
Bob gets for
Once
2
again,
though.
ball on his shoulders, but don't worry. Bob and 399 have got it from here.
T-Dog, grab your orb and just chill, bro. Just wait for now. Oh wait, never mind. Sacred's dead. Okay, well, T-Dog, you can just chill, bro. You just hang out, you know, for the next minute until. Oh, okay. Well, hey. Next round, I guess. Get this eco going.
Offensive ability from ADG yet again. Only 2 rounds to find some.
It's crazy how these moments are showing themselves. Like, they just don't bother checking it. And once again, Bob was having a pop-off first start of this map, but since then hasn't really been finding those first kills, right? And so, to be fair, ADG might not have known the positioning of where Bob is going, but at the same time, you gotta do your due diligence to check those corners. Otherwise, you're letting Blue Water walk away with free kills. Speaking of, it's going to be a somewhat aggressive push here. A convergent pass already online.
Well, I think they saw quite a few people beam in.
Deserves to, despite the unfortunate performance so far. Nailing that Sheriff Dink is a huge
Actually,
start
can
that
double
also
walk mid here.
allowed ADG to flush out a lot of the Blue Water util to try to punish that, but they once again maintain distance for just long enough. T-Dog really understanding how to play with that clock and the minutia of these team fights. Now the owl drone to scope out Bob. Decoy is going to be the thing that flushes her out, and so it's the rest of the patrol that has got to do the
4K for Heartless. I'll be right back. Hold up.
After not nailing the lurk the previous round, that is a surefire way to get your morale fully back in tow, and Blue Water's up 9-2.
I'm gonna be so real. The Saturate is one of the funniest pieces of utility for me.
Pretty silly.
Because it's just like, we've seen so many plays. Obviously, if you're watching BCT, you know how the Waylay kind of plays, where you just kind of fly in there, drop the Saturate at your feet, and then recall out immediately. But if you catch a couple of people with the Saturate, and then they just enter into slow motion halfway through, jumping in the air, it's just so silly, but more or less will guarantee that Waylay will be able to find the kill. Heartless doing a good job at not playing as aggressive that time around. Has been doing a bit more better with that disciplined play, which I think, okay. I feel like at this point, Tedrick, I should stop talking about it.
You had a great point.
Temper,
Keep going.
you know?
Way back.
Oh, brother.
It's a tough balance that Heartless has had to strike.
Greetings, my
today,
insignificant mortal.
but
I'm hella significant, bro. Don't ever put that on me. I'm not like y'all, bro.
Other players, it's they really do feel best when it's them and a room of 4 players they gotta kill. They just see.
I'm not like y'all, bro. I'm the truth for real.
Those are the moments that they shine. Among that,
I'm like you wouldn't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Tuesday, first to meet it. Bob
Yes, bro. I am that fish. I'm nothing like y'all.
And we'll duck back out. Head back to the 1 stack.
399. Another op kill for 399.
Running into this site from the door, 399 holding it down from the pyramid. Grabbing the first as always, and is able to almost
NT, brother, man.
Fury to help chase it down, but the spray will do so anyway. Now Bones and Chaotic far forward.
3v4.
Spike to finally get on site.
Surely ADG get this round, right?
And now it's going to be this 3v4 scenario. Finally, the spike goes down here. Bob does have the Hunter's Fury. Wonder if this is going to be one of those preemptive Hunter's Furies. Retakes yet again.
Yeah, there it is.
Chaotic.
All the escort and Zosol, who falls immediately in Chaotic back up to the
Gets the
high
kill,
ground.
but now
Still can't dodge that
2v3.
ulti. And
Tuesday
Tuesday
catches the
finds
kill.
Howard sitting in this smoke, so it's a 2v2. Still time to take it. You got to check for Hugh.
Oh, what a
Such
fat
long
shock
field
dart.
position he can take. T-Dog, yeah, it doesn't matter how much you know about the fact that he's here. What matters is Hugh's ability to be able to sandwich that, and they do. So
You just fish at the end. Thank you,
that
bro.
is a
Thank you, bro.
fine round to get them to a 3-9 half here as they can take their own attack or take their defense now. And again, Marks, I mean, they were the ones who made these switches. They were the ones who have the film to study back against this team that they just lost to in a far less consequential position.
Yeah.
The stars are aligned to still make this a 2-0 match.
It truly is here. And, you know, they have a very unconventional attacking style. If you watch the last map, you're watching this map as well, then you know that ADG like to kind of go exploring a little bit more, right? Like they're taking unconventional swings, unconventional site takes, and they're not afraid to do something similar on the defense based on, hey, curious to see how they want to make this defense happen here. Obviously, a bit of a score difference on this map, but like you said, they're still not out of it. They beat Blue Water last time 2-0 in that series outside of VCL, and they're looking to make sure that they let them know.
Double dash in. Okay. Hugh gets hit.
Blue Water can amp it up, and the two solos that defend are very easily taken care of. 399 just walked it down, had a lot of help with that snake bite in the corner toss, but
everybody's already here.
Still
good spam.
Kind of minimalistic here. Bones.
Oh my gosh, wait, Tuesday and Heartless are both really low. Hold on.
Sense. Truly.
It just starts to get nasty. Those are both the guys that are pushing too.
It's not linear,
But now it's Twin.
and Blue Water does.
There it is, 2v2.
Personnel to deal with the
Winnable for
problem.
T-Dog, I'm not gonna lie.
Zostol and the Cubby finally reveals himself, turns this to a 2v1.
Or
and
you can
T-Dog-
walk out with your knife out. No, that's cool.
Gun out?
Okay.
Surely he did, right? Or he's pulling it out.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure about that,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say
I wasn't
T-Dog.
100% sure either, so I was asking you.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I mean, the take was what you were asking about, and I mean, Blue Otter got that. ADG just need to be quicker to the reaction, which is, you know, what we always say about him.
Yeah, and well, one of the things that I'm noticing on Blue Otter right now is 399 really heating up. If you watch that last map, 399 got swapped over onto that Sentinel role, was playing the Killjoy, which really felt strange if you ask me. Now that we're seeing 399 put back onto this Jet, the value that's been coming through has just been so clear for Blue Otter. Obviously on that defense with the Operator, but doing a great job at leading the charge and finding a double kill.
Dash in.
Already moving in here. T-Dog
We'll see
under
you, bro.
a lot of pressure as Blue Otter make their way in on site.
Yeah, so close to this. Is the
It's
rest
President
of the team
Force here.
Just walks into it. This is spread halvesies, but it's not a force. So ADG can't close the distance. They can't play the util game. They can't. I just could have backed out.
I mean, good shot for Chaotic, but
5v5, right?
no more.
Oh.
1v3 for Sacred with a classic.
To drop a couple
There is a
of
deagle down for him in mid. Hold on, there's a
I like the way that
chance.
Blue Water played that one even before the spike goes out. They know they have the weapon advantage. Play the buddy system, push out.
Yeah, I just came in
find
and check how
those
the game was
kills
going.
before ADG can even get set up, making this map seem
Oops.
like it should be
Hi,
a
buddy.
shoot-in. And looking closer and closer towards Road. Sacred, once again, trying to find that kill, but Tuesday finds it. Make sure that there will be 2 Guardians and a Vandal, actually, carried over into this next round for Blue Otter here.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a good carry to be able to kind of elongate the round. If you
I'm not the one that's tapped in on Japanese, bro.
I don't think
That's you, bro.
I don't think ADG is gonna try and condition these early pickoffs on A main and the B door with the snipers like we saw Blue Water do as often. Yeah, it's all rifles and nobody immediately on top of spawn here. Only
And
my
one
jump
thing
up.
I thought about Blue Water is just how streaky of a team they are.
Oh yeah,
Watching
so
some of the
momentum
previous
based.
Okay, bye.
teams, like, it's crazy. And once again, we're seeing
Heartless
the
dashes in. Big kill for Bones.
And on top of it,
Oh,
Bones
you are so pinged.
forces the refract, so everybody's back. Tuzi's already going through spawn right now. And the rest of Blue Water will shortly follow suit. Hugh is way up on this though. Could easily catch it. It's not watched. Yeah, tough timing.
You
Honestly,
still could
this
low-key catch one.
Enables this position to be able to
Got a little
find
active.
more value, Bob. So try and keep them honest. Make sure that they know that there could be a little bit of pressure on A side. They're not quite done yet, but Hugh still has such a great position here on this defense and can really find something if Heartless doesn't find it first.
One for Hugh.
Hugh takes it, Zoe.
Chaotic, good for the trade.
Gets the trade, yeah. That's
Or
exactly how
V2.
they wanted it to go. Good stuff from Azure Dragon. Playing their territory.
I'm not saying Chaotic baited Hugh there. However,
No.
definitely was playing first contact and then swung out afterwards to secure the kills. It was a tactical decision, right?
It was a W trade, bro. Listen, bro, if you think about it, if you get the trade, it's not baiting.
Spike gets rescued at least.
Up goes Tuzi, Chaotic. First point, yep. 10 seconds, and now we know where Bob is, because she had to check the window of that door. Everybody come say hi. So Chaotic 2 away from knives. Keeping 4 rifles for ADG here as well. Structure is set as long as you continue to get those like early denial pieces, which it seems like ADG are fine with not necessarily like completely digging into those once they found them. You really just dig your feet in to the remainder off of 4v5 and just hold down the sights off that individual talent. The same sort of way the Blue Otter wanted to do with 5.
And it's one of those things, right? Like a good adaptation from ADG, understanding that Blue Water, yeah, they're just kind of running it down. So hold Bones nice and close with that paranoia. Make sure that they
But one
can
rifle
and
for Tuzi, and then they have Bandit on
Blue Water
399.
had on that offense.
Two
And
Deagles,
beyond that,
Guardian.
Bones steps forward and is able to
Chaotic
find a nice
walks
easy
down.
kill. As Chaotic so far forwards on B that at least
Ooh, NT.
Yeah, just Blue Otter trying to get forward here. Get that shotgun some value, but instead nobody able to really get too far in, and the window of time is already gone. And the guy with the rifle was all the way over there, huh? All right, so
Bro,
that's the
I just realized what
ADG.
knife I was
That is
using.
dimensional drift
Oh my
from
gosh.
Hugh,
Dude, I was like, bro, what knife was I using? That, like, I
Very
wanted to
versatile
put back
round.
on,
He's
bro.
setting up the individual early presence with the
Alright, there we go.
pushback.
We're good.
Main, like,
Dog, I'm not gonna lie. Watching just reminded me of what knife I wanted to put back on. I was trying to find it yesterday. I couldn't think of what it was.
And now he's gonna be able to kind of just be anywhere and everywhere at the same time. instead of
Yo,
sticking with the
yo, who was that? Yo, Tuzi, good looks, bro.
Water, right? Because you look at the kill feed right now, right? Like you look at the ADG side, 16 kills for Hugh. The next highest is Sacred with only 9. And given the fact that 399 has once again been the main person being able to move in there,
Oh, Sacred.
Hugh has
Being
the
walked down by
firepower
3
to kinda
dudes. Gets tagged a little bit
right
through the
back
box.
against this
Oh, he's
jet,
going straight
but
to this
fast
B hit.
entry yet again on the side of Blue Water.
Saturate does end up getting the value because 399's already on the site. Go figure. Rest of it will make it work. Cosmic Divide on top to guarantee enough time for Zostal to not only get on the site but plant the spike. Chaotic is dying to hop in there, but the tailwind's going to expire before he can make that call, and the rest of ADG
Yeah,
hops
not too much
back
now, bro.
on. And they do not have any ults to counteract this. They've just got to wait things out, get that well dry, and then counteract it. Zostal, tough
Wait,
pocket
hold
forward
on.
with Chaotic
Wait,
and
hold
Bones
on.
circumvent and
Last
take
ladder
over
gets pinged out.
by the recon dart as well. And that is the last guarantee that they could hope to hold on to
Well, I
to
mean,
get this round intact. Instead, T-Dog's just going to hold that spike with
GG's win.
impunity. Blue Otter, they are momentum-based indeed, and it's ADG
That's 3 in a row
on
now.
the momentum.
ADG somehow find all those kills? That's kind of crazy to me, if I'm being honest there. I really liked the take that we saw Blue Water do. It felt a lot more coordinated with how Heartless flew in. 399 kind of following it up. The saturate
never
landing
mind.
exactly how you want it. That's how you want to play.
Alright,
your
399's gonna
play
rip ults
in
this
some of
round.
these double
Everybody
duel
else gonna be on
compositions.
Deagles.
But they simply just can't hold on to the rope after the spike goes down there. ADG, without like
They'll land a more
lot of
B here
utility, if I'm
again.
being honest, just raw gun duels and raw swings, take out all the far.
You gonna do this elbow walk again with those
playing
3?
Watch from afar. And
Looks
as a
like
result
it.
of that, Blue Water have no defense left.
Don't
over.
spot on anything. Do you think they
So,
keep walking?
A great
No, they
round
just go
from
back.
ADG as they're slowly clawing their way back into this map.
Here comes the entry.
So a total lack of timeouts here, especially in such a pivotal round where it seems like they want to go for something off of the ult cycle with the knives coming out from 399. They don't land a thing, and so there was probably the opportunity that they were hoping for, maybe to get Bob a Hunter's Fury or Tuzi the Viper's Pit on top of that spike plant, but everything's falling apart on
Wait,
top
the
of
elbow
site.
guys.
Tuzi can at least grab
Okay,
one.
and Hugh just gets 2 of them with the
Nice.
shorty.
That's a fun way to get that last double kill. Pump, pump. Now it's 11-7. ADG continuing to maintain momentum. Now the ults and cycle themselves. Hugh has another dimensional drift, guys. 2015 1. What? Ridiculous.
Pad those stats, you. Once again, like one of these teams getting eliminated out of this match. I think right now one of the difficulties Blue Water is having is they're not able to flash their way in onto the site. You know, they're really relying on a lot of that pressure from Heartless to be able to fly in, identify the members, and then get the information and allow 399 to kill. But the thing is that they just don't have that flash power. So they're walking in, and these crossfires become so much more dangerous because all the members of ADG can just put their crosshairs right at the entrance.
It's the second or third full hit on a shock dart that T-Dog has managed.
Oh my gosh.
And Heartless, his full health pool is
They
now
do
gone.
get
Yeah,
you,
full
though.
frontal assault with the help of the Viper.
Dude, there's so much happening. Bob does get a kill with the ults.
There's that Hunter's Fury.
Are they gonna get the ult down for Tuesday or no?
Does manage to find Bones' entire pool. They do have the opportunity
Wait, hello?
to play the pit on
Sacred.
this. Already revealed. Sacred just walking it down. What? Screen's about to
All right,
step
now
up
the
and
ult comes
down,
through.
so the pick goes up in response. This feels
That was
misguided.
really
It's
late.
just out in the open. Dog, you got
Okay.
it sooner.
They got the round. That's what matters, bro.
Make it work.
12-7.
Oh man, can you take that over, man? Can you take it over for me? I really don't want to talk about that round.
Oh man, and on the UI as well, it showed that Tuzi still had the ultimate, but no, is in fact taken out. I'm not calling that a zoning ult, I'm calling it a bait ult, which worked out perfectly because it handed over a plate of.
Bro, I thought they just weren't gonna rip it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Tuesday just wasn't gonna rip it. And then he rips it out like 3v2 when everybody's already out. No, shout out Tuesday, bro. Big.
This is something else, man. But you know what? At the end of the day, Blue Water use their ultimates and are able to steal away yet another round as they all have rifles. Zostal does have the Cosmic Divide available, and they're going to be scaling right off that thing.
Yeah. Wow, they're like perfectly aligned too. It means you get
T-Dog is so dead.
Okay, Heartless, there's that
Wait, look at 399.
for flashless, but not killless. Just do it with that decoy for good measure as you can get the spike down. Again, you have so much invulnerability. Bones in front
4v4.
of the door presence to catch Heartless now. So ADG have very little space they need to clear right as this spike's getting planted and the Cosmic Divide is fading away.
Sacred's right behind Bob.
That screen control as ADG readjusts.
Bones? How do you get that?
Tuzi. Out for the best. 2 for him as well. And ADG keep 2 standing on the compress. Blue Otter used so much for that round, and it all comes up adrift.
Yet another round here where Blue Otter, they let all of these ultimates fly, and ADG are just do a better job at mitigating them, at keeping them at bay, really, from getting any value out of those ultimates. It's almost a heartbreaker seeing both the wall as well as Heartless using the convergent paths there, because generally speaking, those can be win condition ults. ADG, they just backpedal. Sigurd's able to get a nasty flank in the midst of all of the chaos kind of going on there. As a result of that, ADG still in this one. 4 more rounds to send us to this OT. Blue Water's buy is not looking fantastic here. Let's see how they're going to be able to play this time. T-Dog right off the bat shoots that shock dart. Not able to find purchase on any of the members of Blue Otter. As of this time, it's going to be purely for kills before they decide to make their way in onto any of these sites.
Yeah. Allowing.
Oh my gosh, 200.
Heartless with the dash too. I mean, that was blasphemous, and he still made it work.
Oh, Chaotic. So far.
Nobody's giving anything to Chaotic.
Is able to escape.
Wait, Zostal, I wonder. Getting hard cleared?
Oh.
Oh, NT, brother.
Able to land the shot first, though, so he'll actually feel confident enough to reapproach this stack that he knows was here after the fadeaway for Intel. That screen is nasty timing, dude. Swore he could have seen a foot or something.
And Chaotic.
Wait, nobody's watching for him. Chaotic is literally just here by himself. Hold on.
Still, it's just Blue Water playing.
Yo, jump on him.
So cautiously right now.
Carlos, 200. 200? That's what I'm talking about.
Again.
30 seconds left.
And that hands a well.
Now they pinch Bones.
Still this Bones
No.
problem to deal with, and he's been here before.
No? Okay, well, they do now.
On those eco
Unless they weren't like more like, you know,
Stevens for the spike plant, which is still yet
careful
to
with that,
happen.
like through the wall
There's 10
earlier.
seconds on the clock. If ADG
Nah,
stole
whatever.
this,
Doesn't matter.
they might not even have to worry about a post play in the first place.
Oh, never mind. They don't get the bomb down. Okay.
And there was simply too much time wasted in recuperating. ADG have 3 more rounds to get this to OT and make this a 2-0, and it looks so feasible, Marks.
It really does. I mean, Heartless getting away with all of these Bucky kills is pretty ridiculous right now. But one thing I'm noticing, consistently ADG are always finding their opportunities within some of the pushes that we see Blue Water do. Somehow there's a man just tucked a little bit away that goes completely unnoticed, whether it's Bones, whether it's Sacred, whether it's Chaotic. And that feels like that continuously is the undoing of Blue Otter. It's getting so
I just pinged out 4 guys, I think, in mid. That one dart.
You know, Blue Water kind of fall flat.
What came with the dart for that to ping 4 guys? Did they just miss on the darts?
3 rounds away now. Blue Water, they've got weapons in their hands. This is really looking.
Look
like
at Chaotic.
they might get, given that they don't
Look where Chaotic got to, bro.
Might get a few there, but ADG really controlling not only the economy, but the ultimate economy as well. Q going to be challenged potentially by Zostal. But nothing going to be done as Blue Water, they secure
This
that
guy
mid
can just
presence, but
full
how
stick
good
A.
ADG are.
Yeah, only thing Sacred has to worry about is tunnel.
Yeah, this just still feels so secure from them with 50 on the clock. Nothing's really been handed over. Chaotic has
50 seconds left. They're
planted
actually
himself
walking
on
back
this
into B
window.
here.
And Blue Water, they have gone for the B crunch before, so you would think Chaotic would not try to approach this with such minimal intel. But with the 2 duelists ready to bum rush from the
Wait, there's no
archway,
drone for Bob, actually.
you can't really securely check
Chaotic can
this
just full
'cause you
chill
don't
here.
have a
Wait, is
flash.
Bob clearing this?
You have Bob.
Oh my gosh!
Bob. She's got it.
Bob is locked!
Bones comes from the shadows.
5v4, 4v4. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Sacred! Holy!
You're out of your mind, dog. That was insane.
Oh boy, oh my. Oh geez.
Oh, show me again.
They just,
Those 2 are Vaughn, but oh my god, those last 2.
the flick over is kind of unreal. Sacred doing their best Toozy impression that time. And yeah, Blue Water are taking a
First
time
of the
out.
match, baby. Let's
You know, given the
go!
fact that both these teams
Do another team have
certainly
coaches or something?
Coaches,
Which,
you know,
well, I
anything
assumed
that they wanna
so,
do,
considering, you know.
anything they want to talk about has been pretty much addressed in the middle of these rounds. But this time around, really just taking a breather because now we're gonna see Blue Otter on a save yet again. Heartless going to be the Bucky master, the Bucky maestro, if you will. Being able to try and find a couple more kills like that honestly the Bucky should not be doing. But 399 has, honestly, the world in front of him. The expectations that Blue Otter are really hoping that 399 can kind of fulfill, it's so difficult. The big thing being that there is no flashes. So we see the entry happen, Heartless flying in consistently, 399 going in, but there's no real clearance to make sure that the defending members of ADG can really hold things down. And sure, last time around on the defense, we see 399 with the operator in hand, finding immense value, so many opening kills. This time you gotta walk into the enemy's headquarters, and that doesn't necessarily work if you don't have that support going through. So a new idea has to be made for Blue Otter on how they want to utilize this jet. The course Bones, let that paranoia go through.
Oh my
and
gosh,
that's
the
a
ult for
lot
the
of
A-main
people's
guys.
Wow, just keeping them stacked up there, making it so easy, even in the little moments.
4v4.
Just making sure Blue Water don't even have a
Heartless did get a
whisper
gun.
of a chance in this eco.
Oh, this shot could be bad.
Just take it to default.
Yeah, 399, just max damage on him. Wait, Toozy might die too. Oh my gosh.
Instead that lands it. Yeah, don't even look at these opponents. Get us to 12-11 right the hell now. ADG is on.
You know, it'd be so funny. You know, it'd be so funny. You know, it'd be so funny.
Just leave it to the utility that time around. And you can
Blue Otter
you
win
can feel
13-11.
the nerves oozing out of Blue Otter with how they wanted to.
Bro, that was a
engage on
9-3
this fight.
half.
The fact that they didn't necessarily have
It
the
was
right
12 like 7, I think,
value
no?
that is being generated from all of this utility. It's just unbelievable. Whether it's the shot,
They won pistol too, it was 11-3.
whether or not it's Bones' paranoia buying precious seconds to allow the rest of the agents going through. Blue Otter stumble before they even take a foot in the door. So good on the
Let's see it,
defense
bro.
from
Let's see it,
ADG,
bro.
Suddenly looking.
Can
This is such a
they
winnable 2-0
push it OT?
for them up against
Or is Blue Otter gonna
Team
close it
so
out?
far forwards, but Chaotic holding
There's an orb they can get here.
Identical approach here from Blue Water, but Heartless faster on
don't
the
even
dash
go for
this
the orb.
time in Duck's back so that 399
I'm surprised they don't get Zostal orb before they go out. What? Bob's dead. That's Silval gone. Yeah, and Bomb's in the open. They have no fuel. It's winning the fights now.
And so the rest of them press forward. 399.
All of a sudden, they're winning fights. What? Never mind, Sacred. Again.
You're kidding!
Brother.
Overtime.
Oh man.
Sacred just saved them like 3 rounds this comeback, bro.
With how they want to hold forward.
Holy man.
Seeing this style in BCLNA, all these people like, yeah, we just hold W key because we know we're going to be able to win our duels. And Blue Water, they need to win those duels. But ADG just take a step back and swing off of one another and line up for Sacred to be able to find that spray down. A complete flip around here. As we get to 12-12, I believe it was 9-3 in the half. The curse reigns over us yet again. And it will be Blue Water on this defense. 399 having that operator in hand. Needs to find a couple of kills.
Ooh, 399.
Make that more.
Last shot misses the first shot.
Started to unlock this attack, ADG, but
Heartless does get the kill.
Trying to find that
though.
opening presser does get silenced by Heartless, and now Blue Water can completely reposition.
Oh, they're full sprinting to spawn.
ADG just sinking their teeth into the space that's taken off of that first frag and the lack of intel that comes afterwards.
Dash in. I wonder, did they go back through mid and go into B since Bones heard so many of them running away? Yeah, they are.
Oh, no,
Tuzi. Oh, big kill for Bones, bro.
And makes this quite chaotic.
They get this plant down for free here now.
That's once again, they're just doing a good job at navigating around.
Oh, and Bones, look at this walk. Wait,
in a completely
when is
unobserved position.
Bob gonna turn around?
Could find this round nice and easy. I'm just gonna stop talking. I'm
Bones
so
flushed
sorry,
away.
Bones.
It's okay. Chaotic's got it under control, right? Numbers to reset. Of course, he's gonna swing out on top of it. 399's one. We're watching the swing. Chaotic glance 3.
Oh my
Finalizes.
gosh.
Bob doesn't make it that easy though. She has clutched
I
way
didn't even.
less than this on Breeze already.
Okay, there's no
Lineups are
chance.
set,
This
though,
is
for
losable.
Sacred. No lineup necessary other than the one that guarantees the snake bite, but Bob's got the read on it. A buzz cut given to Sacred that'll force the double swing on top of the
There's
spike.
just
But
no
Bob
time.
has so little time to go for it. There's the opener. T-Dog's recon bolt guarantees the
Oh
space.
my gosh, they still won the round. They still won the round. Listen, Bones doesn't even matter there, man.
Round away from making this a clean 2-0.
Tedrick, I'm gonna be so real with you. I think that's because Sacred's hand in that, like, kind of like
Yeah, you can see his hand raised up.
off the box, which gave the positioning away.
That's unreal.
Oh, this is silly. This is madness. This is Valorant here. As now ADG have
holy
the
man.
prime opportunity to completely pull the carpet
Bones,
out
yo, don't worry about
from
Bones, bro.
underneath
Listen,
Blue Otter on
listen, they won the
this
round,
map.
bro. You gotta worry about Blue
399
Water
for the glass cannon op here.
losing 11 to
Last
3
minute
lead.
play happened, but ADG have completely just taken all the momentum.
Bro, in these little rounds, Blue Water weren't
and put
winning,
it
bro. It's
right
just attack
into
rounds.
Their pockets.
We did not
Looking
need to show that whiff.
unstoppable
No, they
right
definitely
now,
did.
Blue Water are giving up
They
so many
definitely
positions
did
to
need
them.
to show that whiff. That was important. That was like historical.
Just trying to control the fights that they take at what periods they do. Sacred. First attention paid. Blue Water. Causing ruckuses just about every which way. Door opened up. LOS paid to both arches.
Good
T-Dog
kill for
finally
399.
beckoned
Alright, a 5v4 for them.
and smoked back. So Blue Water.
Can
I mean,
Blue
they're
Water
more
close
encouraged
it?
to
Or
go
is
for the
Sacred
crunch that
gonna
they were already heavily
do
considering.
something to them again?
And if you looked at how ADG set themselves up on that defense, like you could tell it's just hoping that they'll be able to find their kill, right? So much is important on doing
Using
that if you
ladder
don't have any
now.
protocols, or people swinging back together, especially
This
in those
could get
initial
so
engagements.
nasty. I'm not gonna lie, this could get so nasty.
On Chaotic.
Chaotic kills
Oh,
Tuzi.
the backstab is coming now. Bones and Chaotic rushing it down, and Sacred has his
Sacred
own
and
lineup of
Hugh.
Hell of Hugh, and they're
Yeah, they
able
just
to
won,
hold their
bro.
own on the archway too. 399 able to turn back
Sacred.
to the backstab, but now a war on two fronts. 399
No chance. Holy. 11 to 3 to 12 to 14.
Defensive halves we have seen from Blue Water this stage, and even then, it matters not. They will be sent down the river to relegation, and Azure Dragon Gaming live to fight another week.
They stay alive in the midst of all of.
Wow. That's actually really rough, bro. The Blue Water playing in relegation now. Oh, let me pull up the other game now. That's really rough, man. Oh, we're between maps. Okay. Wait, line are playing? I heard line we're playing. Hey, 11-3. Hey! Don't throw this one.
With
That's a crazy
amazing
lead to sell,
holding
especially
of
when
that
you're in
B
like an
site.
elimination
Of course,
game.
So many
Yeah.
flashy multi-kills right off the rip.
That being said, this is the only top-down fighting that Azure Dragon get to do this stage. The rest of it is still uphill from here. We'll have an interview with a member of Azure Dragon when we come back, followed up by our second match of the day. Stay tuned.
Damn, can I throw it even further then? What a pass. Oh my gosh. Look at this. No! Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. I see it. I see it. I see it. Ah! What if I just shoot it? Do I? All good. Trust me. Trust me. I got this, bro. Okay. Maybe I don't. All right. You got it, brother. Huh? Huh? We're getting chutted. We're getting chutted, bro. Okay, man. It's okay, man. Don't even worry about it, bro. Low key, I'm going for the shot again. Win? Okay. Bro, what's up, teams? Why are we saying bro? What is Screwface doing on a tier 2 North team? Playing in challengers? A dribble? Oh no. Yeah, come on. Their goalie's buns. Yeah, I know he's running for this. Oh, wait, I lost that? I'm going again. Run for it, brother. Wait, 44 degrees? From the... Oh! Game is being streamed right now. I tried to step into the NBG versus Pigeon games and it brought me to the League Ace. Yeah, they got 2 streams running. I got whiplash from seeing Screwface. Oh, that went out of bounds. Wait, I see you, brother. Ooh, that is not as far as I wanted that to go. Last person I would expect. I think he speaks Spanish actually, so. Just shoot it, bro. Ah! Bro, you gotta make content. You gotta make content work, bro. Fucking job on everything. Gotta become the next Derek here. Ha. I don't know about next Derek, but you know, I am streaming. I'm not gonna lie. That Loki is while I'm streaming. Dog, I had a warehouse job, and I was like, man, I'm good, bro. But I had a warehouse job, and I was like, bro, I'm so good on that. Oh my gosh, wait. Beating my guys, hello? Bang. Does TikTok views still pay good? I don't get money on TikTok still. Or at least from like I'm not in the creator program. I need to post more on TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, how I see you get 100k views? You need 10k followers to get paid on TikTok, and I just don't have that. Doing it for the love of the game? No. Like at first it was for the love of the game, and then right now I'm trying to get to 10k, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not posting that much. Kinda chatty. From me. But I'm actioning a plan. Get more stuff out. Goalie on the ground. Sensational. You draw your arrows faster, I think, for them to go faster and farther. Wait, hold on, let me see. Wait. Are you onto something? Hold on. If I draw it slow. AA Rebel. Hydrate. I got you, brother. Oh my gosh. Bro, I'm over here playing Super Goal, waiting for the next series to start.
He was kind of doing towards the end.
Yeah, great performance coming through from Hugh. Two, especially like I really like there were a lot of moments where Hugh was mainly just like the information gatherer playing on that Yoru, whether it be with the ultimate and trying to get them by, you know, through Tuzi's Viper's ult, right? It's circumstances like that.
Are you streaming TikTok?
Util.
No, my TikTok streaming is like
TP
weird. I don't know. It's like
for
hella
to
bugged. I
just
feel
see
like
how they can
it doesn't work
set the team up,
sometimes.
and I completely agree with Ward. I think it was like Hugh had 20 kills, and I mean the second frag was 10 kills below that at some point. After the defense had ended, and they were trying their absolute best, and I think that's when Sacred decided, you know, like, guys, I gotta step it up now.
Well, I mean, that's exactly it. When you're calling out Hughes, it's the only reason ADG was getting these rounds in the early game that actually gave them a fighting chance. But someone else had to be the hero to step up alongside Hugh and try and help save the day. A little sidekick.
Being streaming on TikTok doesn't, I don't know. Streaming on TikTok doesn't work.
Was exactly that. When we got into those
so I
later
just don't
rounds,
like
when we're
try
looking
to do
at that
it.
11-3, get into that match point, etc., things got really
I
scary
tried streaming
for the side
vertically
of
on
ADG
YouTube and having like a
there,
separate
but
stream
then
run, but it wasn't
Sacred
working
just,
as
some
well.
of these multi-kills for him, like it kind of seemed like at some point like Sacred could do no wrong. Like he just turned on the emergency switch and Sacred unleashed.
Yeah, shout out to the spray pattern patch that came out as well. It seems to have helped Sacred out a lot. The way he sprays, like the transfers, the control, it looked so nice with the glitch bot vandal. Shout out to him. But this is kind of the performance that I was hoping to see from Sacred off the get-go, right? Now, you know, the crazy part is he hasn't even been performing poorly. He's been playing like pretty well overall. But this map is what I think of when I think about Sacred, right? Like this is the performance, is the impact that we're looking for from him. He's in that controller role oftentimes. He finds a ton of value. We got to see it right there. Welcome to Sacred's world.
No!
Listen,
Yes!
you know, guys, like a 3K, right, to bring us to match point, and they were not winning that round. No matter how many people say they were not going to win that round unless that 3K came through. Sacred also pulling a 4K.
Bro, this guy just...
N, right? Like,
My teammate just got fried.
That's just insane.
My whole team just got fried. What?
Moments to where people actually typically like they get scared and they fail, they mess up. You know, it's nerve-wracking to be in a position where match like someone else winning that map is like one round away. So I do feel like Sacred, you know, has to be a person to keep the mental together, and it was so cool to watch live.
Especially too, like we talk about.
Oh my God. Bro, hello?
If we went into a map 3 and a Blue Water again that had just recently switched.
What is happening?
Like scaling up, I feel like this could have been a very different conversation.
He's going on a solo run.
At the end of the series, because Blue Water's
I just got fried.
Really count out, and you could see that upset. So that very well could have been just Team Challenger saving in that moment, which is just incredible. And now on the line to talk about all of it is none other than the person of the hour. We have Sacred here for our
big Sacred
interview. Sacred,
talk to me.
Congratulations on this win. I just got to know right away. You're down 3-11 on Breeze, looking at maybe a map 3. How the heck do you guys close that one out? That was incredible.
We all played confident. Like, we knew it wasn't over, and we had a lot of rounds that like were working, so we just tried not to fix what wasn't broken there, and we just stayed confident in ourselves.
I mean, the difference maker. And you want to talk about confidence. What about you in that step up? Because in that second half especially, like the amount of multi-kills you were getting was incredible. Was it again just okay, I'm gonna do more confident stuff, or like where did that come from?
I mean, I feel like the kills kind of just like came to me. I didn't try and play like too aggressive. It kind of just like happened when I was like retaking and stuff like that.
I mean, it definitely worked out. And I mean, I think that's a difference maker between us talking now and maybe seeing a map 3. You guys got to play up against Blue Water just 4 days ago. Was there anything you won that game, but was there stuff from that series too you got to take forward into this series, or did that make you feel a little bit more confident you could close out today?
We didn't get to play any of the maps. Like Haven, that was our first time playing them on Haven, and Breeze, we played them last week, so we kind of had like an idea of what they were going to do. We didn't play to our best at the beginning, but we kind of heated up towards the end.
Makes a lot of sense. I mean, heat up at the end, that's what you need, because you've now eliminated them. You're still alive in challengers, though it's definitely a dire situation. So how are you feeling going on forward, knowing that each game, like there's a lot more pressure than earlier in the season?
I think we're confident. You know, pressure makes diamonds, so I think we're going to do good here.
Well said. Sacred, congratulations again on the win. Best of luck going on forward, and thank you so much for chatting.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you so much. Pressure makes diamonds. I mean,
M80 versus Winthrop,
ADG, they're back against the wall. They close it out in OT. I believe it. I believe it. So they're going to have their run continue here in Challengers, but we still have another match for today. Stay tuned, everyone. M80 going up against Winthrop University after a short break. Stay tuned.
Bro, I completed all the levels of Super Gold, bro. What's the next random YouTube game I'm grinding out, bro? Yo, if Mob Control loads, we're playing this. Because it didn't load last time. Wait, no, I'm not gonna lie. Finding the differences is important to me. This matters. You seen the Super Monkey Ball on browser? Oh, wait, I forgot that's a thing.
You guys wash your face and
My chatters are clean. Shout out my clean chatters. Love you, sister. You heard what she said, bro? She said, did y'all brush your teeth and wash your face this morning? Better have.
I would not believe you. This is so crazy. And for me, I think it's even more crazy on the M80 side. Like Winthrop University, I can understand. Okay, they're going through their role changes. They're getting the emergency substitutes. Like I can understand. I can give them grace. I can give Winthrop University grace. M80 though, you press tab, you look at these players. You're seeing a crazy powerhouse roster struggling in 1 and 2 capacity. So that's a little bit tough. But that being said, I think this is the turning
W
point for
clean
either of these
shatters,
two
bro.
teams. This is where things begin to change. You don't want to find yourself
Bro, am I
in the 1 and
trolling?
3, and I think the team that finds this win right here will be on the right path towards that playoffs.
Wait.
Yeah, I mean, we talk a little bit about when
Hold on.
right? And
No, I'm not gonna lie.
the first
I need to
time
lock
they
in on this. I need to lock in on this. This is important.
solidify themselves within challengers, so I feel like it's nothing new for them. I mean, before they didn't scrim, guys. Like now they're scrimming, so things have to change at this point. But yeah, you know, this was a team that proved everyone wrong in the first time that they had made their appearance, right? Collegiate seeming like, oh, it's not that important. It's dumb. It's an academy roster. It's not going to go any further than what they are right now. And you know, I feel like with the tight bond and unbreakable spirit they have, you know, the land.
Bro, what could it possibly be? I'm actually so lost.
I feel like it pushes them in the right direction. So for me, with their previous reputation, I don't think they can prove us wrong. And I think they're gonna come back stronger for sure.
I mean, the thing is, this is a very different Winthrop University. Again, with Infiltrator and Governor off saving the world. We got 2 subs in, and they already had roster changes. Like, Roy, like, I'm a Winthrop University believer, like, through and through. I stuck by them the entirety of last year.
True.
But when you're looking at all the changes, again, the only thing that's really the same is the name and moves. Other than that, like, this isn't the same Winthrop University that made that run.
Yeah. And the crazy part is this is
What is the difference?
a downgrade of players.
I'm actually lost.
Actually a really strong player. Sim has competed in challengers for a very long time. He's also an Ascensions attendee, right? You got Fair, who played very well last year. Really the only kind of question mark that we had coming into the split was strong tall guy, and honestly he's looked pretty solid. So I think this roster isn't even like this is a bad team. I think this is just we just have not had enough time to practice, and there's too many moving parts in this robot for it to move fluidly for now. But that could change at any
What could it possibly be?
Yeah, and actually, as well, to kind of, I guess, to support the statement of.
Oh, her hair.
At this point,
Oh my gosh, I feel so slow.
Against M80 moves,
I feel like a
think
child.
This is their last split, as they tweeted out. So, this being
I'm locked.
kind of
I'm
nostalgic
locked.
and also a little bittersweet. So I'll say it's a little sad. I know, like it's
I'm
moves,
locked.
bro. Like what is Winthrop without moves? But
I'm locked. Oh wait,
it's
that's not
kind
it.
of I do
I'm
feel
locked.
like this they have to go out with a bang,
I'm locked.
right? Or at least go to Ascension or
I'm locked.
whatever. So
6.
Yeah, but we'll get into the sad part later, okay? I didn't go into this series wanting to talk about goodbyes, okay? We get to see him play for a little bit longer. Regardless of the result, we get to see both these teams for another week. But I want to talk about the good and talk about, I mean, Roy, you had talked about how the subs on this team were still doing some good. And that's where we can talk about Recoil. Because Recoil was someone who we got to see on TSM for stage 1 and 2 last year. And someone who I think was super underrated. I mean, Recoil was really, really strong. So again, when you're looking at substitutes coming in, like Recoil has definitely contributed to this team.
Oh, undeniably. And I think it goes far beyond the stats too. Like he's contributing in such a meaningful way. He's playing a lot of these kind of like support he's on the info initiator. It's as supportive as it really gets. And the fact that he's finding so much value and so many kills is honestly crazy. And I think that the fact that he's also experienced players on this roster, and the fact that he's a very flexible player, he's learned how to be on the Senti, he's learned how to be on the Initiator now. He just provides so much. He can play the controller that we saw on Clove. There's just so much of this player, and there's so many aspects of his presence on this team that makes him a very good
That's
addition.
4 actually.
Yeah, and I'm hoping too that we get to see a Winthrop, even if there's a lot of moving pieces, that they could come together going into today's series. But another team that has had a lot of moving pieces is M80. I mean, this is a brand new M80 that we get to see coming into this. We get to see Nismo back on M80, but a different role.
Today's gonna be the day that M80 lock it in, bro. Trust me.
And again, Roy, this is a roster that on paper is so incredibly strong.
Today's gonna be the day that M80 lock it in.
Translated in those wins that maybe would have expected from this team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't even know how to even like the wordage to use. I don't know what language to use, but I feel like my instinct says these players are coming from such different systems and such different environments. and there's just so many kind of like new pieces. Like you have Paint learning, you know, taking on the support flex role. You have Nismo first time coaching. Like don't get me wrong, Nismo is very experienced, and I'm sure that there's a ton of value that he's providing, but coaching is also a role that needs to be worked on. Like how to lead, how to get everybody on the same page, how to communicate properly,
I'm
how to get
people
to compromise ideas and play styles, and
you know,
there's so many aspects of it. It's just a learning process for a lot of them, and I think that for me is the key takeaway, is the fact that they're all learning, and it's just a matter of time. Like the team chem debuff that they have right now is on a clock. It's on an expiry. It's about to expire any point in time, and we'll see this team really level up and come into form.
Yeah, there's also so many
Where's
personalities
the 7?
that you have to get to know and learn more about each and every single individual. And like Roy said, that takes time, right? So, and I've seen so much potential from M80. Obviously, like they've been working on their lineups.
Bro.
They got it jam packed and set down. Like if we get Haven, I definitely feel like that's going to be a fun map to watch, because they have a pretty cool lineup down towards B post plant that they like to hold. But for me, M80, like there's so many things and strategies that they are actually actively working on and putting into their gameplay as of recently. So yeah, I feel like the work is
bro. What could be 7?
Like Bruce said, all it really is it takes time.
I will say as well.
Oh, bro, her hand is closed.
RGA and Core, like Energy.
There we go.
Like,
Come
Energy
on.
is the best teams, if not the best team, and Core is like the most slept on team. Like Core is crazy. So no shame in those losses, but definitely looking to see a turnaround today from this squad as they hopefully try and even out their score here. Talking about the players though, Alvin Boy is someone that Roy we've got to see in the past as well. Again, returning challenger player, but someone too that within his role always just has these step ups.
Oh, he's such a scary player when he's feeling it, and he's the type of guy that will completely dismantle you. He's the person that will anchor solo and find 3 kills somehow, and he kind of just throws a lot of your ideas to kind of in the garbage, right? Like holding down elbow on Kuro, for example. That's kind of my go-to examples. He's so good at holding that space, but he's also really good at finding his timing and beginning flanks and just like lurking, and that presence, that really strong mechanical presence in this role is so valuable. And I feel like he hasn't even had a huge chance to shine just yet, and I don't think we've even reached the level of Alvin Boy that we'll be seeing soon. And I think I'm hoping to see that starting today, and as this team gets more and more structured and then kind of their forward plans are working, you'll start to see the lurkers get activated more and kind of steal value from the enemy team.
And like you talk about when he's activated, like maybe not last match, but the match before when they're up against Core, like just a casual first 8 kills, like it's just a
I have no clue.
Like,
all right,
Bro's just absolutely nuts. But someone else who I'm looking to get first kills in the series, talk about the duelists, of course. Talk about Sim and Bonnie and kind of this head-to-head that we have, because Bonnie again is someone who we've talked so
we'll be good, bro.
much
We'll be
about,
good, bro.
and this Waylay is just nuts. And Sim, you talk about potential to take over the server goms. Sim is always like the top of my list for someone who, like, when Sim is feeling it, like Sim just cannot be stopped.
Yes, I completely agree with you. And I mean, like, Sim, there were some performances where it was like subpar, right? But that's the thing. I like, again, everything is based off improvement. And for Winthrop, it's just finding, like, just meshing with the team, right? The 2 newer players that you have that are filling in at the moment, and now like working as that duelist to work with your new controller, your new sentinel, your new initiator, right? So I think now is the time, if any, to after that week to kind of revise and review, where we're going to be able to see that big strength.
I'm gonna get
coming
this
through from
ad
Sim.
running.
And I guess the same goes for Bonnie. I do feel like we've been seeing like a pretty strong performance on that Neon, as well as I do believe they tend to play the Yoru as well. So I don't know, like, this is, to me, this is such a fantastic duelist matchup, and like if there was any head-to-head I want to see, it would be this one.
And also kind of feel for Sim too, because the duelist role is the one that relies so much on like the support and the structure to like really get a lot of value. Like, yes, you can have strong mechanical players and they can, you know, get a lot of kills and kind of do the go kill, but these teams play pretty solid Valorant most of the time, right? So whenever you have this high level of Valorant, you kind of need that support, and he's thrown into this team that is kind of like, you know, it's Frankenstein. It's kind of an emergency roster. It can be hard to find a lot of stats, but for Bonnie, I feel like it's a whole different story. Like, you're getting put onto this team with so much experience, and you guys are practicing day in, day out. Like, that value is going to start showing as they get more comfortable and as things get more integrated. I think we're going to see a Bonnie that's going to be increasingly.
Let me go get some water. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think this M80 roster is definitely a scarier as time goes by, and maybe the 1-2 doesn't quite fit that, but midway through the split, they're supposed to ramp. This should be about the time we really start seeing that through. But talking about the series and what we have ahead of us, since we are about halfway through, we have a lot more information on the teams in terms of their map picks. And starting it off, I mean, again, Gops, we get to see a Winthrop picking up an Abyss to really make sure we have a fun way to kick off our series.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, I love Abyss, and we actually, I've been like so tired of the Breeze Bind Haven like combination that I've been seeing. So I feel like this is adding a little bit of color, especially since this. I mean, they've played this like 3 times already. So every single week, this is a map that Winthrop likes to indulge in, and this is something they're confident in, despite the 2 losses that they faced previously. But we've seen how that worked out, right, in the last series. So you never actually know what's gonna happen.
It also kind of makes sense to why this is like the most played map for Winthrop University when you take into account that this is probably the easiest map in the pool. Like, there's really not too much strategic depth on this map. It's a lot of just site slamming and retaking, and whoever can do it better is usually the one that's winning, right? Yeah, there's a little bit of lurking and a little bit of pace changes and kind of style swaps that's happening in middle sometimes, but majority of the time it's slow down, do a slow default, group up, 5-player hit. That's such an easy recipe for moves as an IGL. It's an easy recipe for the whole team to get on board. Now, that being said, they still haven't found crazy results on this map. They're 1-2 on this map. They've taken a loss to Sad Esports, who looks like one of the best teams in the league right now. They also took a loss to Shopify Rebellion Black, and the one win that they got was against Pigeons, who is, you know, kind of struggling in their own way. So I'm not too inspired by their map pool, but I feel like the individual powers for Winthrop University, this is a good map for them. It's an easy map for them to get on the same page, and it makes sense to why they're picking it.
Yeah, and I mean, after that, then we start to kind of like migrate a bit into the unknown of Breeze, because we haven't actually seen Winthrop play Breeze within challengers so far. So with this being a quite popular map, it's going to give some pretty good insight into how they're going to continue to play throughout the series. But yeah, I mean, we've seen Bind against Sad Esports, and it went 13-4. Winthrop did not win, by the way. They were the 4. So that in itself is kind of a telltale sign as to what changes might be coming.
I mean, you're talking about Winthrop stepping into the unknown. This entire series is stepping into the unknown for M80, at least on our end of things, because we haven't gotten to see them. So I think that's going to be really, really exciting to see what they're cooking up there. But in terms of, you know, they're cooking over there. It's time to see what we're cooking up with our predictions, okay? And going into this, I was so torn. I was so torn with the predictions. Let me tell you. I even posted in the WhatsApp chat, hey guys, what is everyone predicting? I don't know what to do. And Gompers is like, yo, vibes, I'm picking Winthrop. And Gompers, I love you. I don't think you've ever been right on your predictions, so I had to go the opposite way and pick M80 instead. I am so sorry.
That's crazy slander.
No, guys, slander, guys. Because last year, I'm pretty sure I had the most concrete, solid picks last year. All right, I don't want to hear this slander. All right, and you know what the funny thing is, guys? Some background lore. When I said, guys, you know, like Winthrop, I believe Sierra picked M80 right after I said that. I just want to let you guys know. And
instant.
No, Gompers, don't let her do this to you, okay? She's just upset that she abandoned hope in Winthrop University, and now she's trying to throw you under the bus as quickly as possible so that the spotlight's not on her. But
I guess
to be the #1 supporter of Winthrop University, Sierra.
We're back. M80 all day, baby.
Like I said, that's the same about Winthrop right now is the move and move. Like this isn't. And I would love to be pleasantly surprised today, but I also I like both of these teams. I like all of these players. And again, when I think that Winthrop had 2 of the players stolen away, and M80 should be a scaling roster, like it kind of, it makes sense there.
Listen, moves is enough. Moves is enough for me to believe, honestly. That's the core roster right there.
Hashtag moves is enough. You know what, Gomes? I love that for you. Let's take it back to Abyss, guys. Let's bring it back. A known quantity from Winthrop. M80, though. We get to see Wele from Bonnie. God, oh my gosh.
KO,
Roy, we're
Alvin on the veto.
Yeah, we've been seeing a little bit more veto on this map. It kind of makes sense, right? Because you want that extra
Moves on the
interceptor
chamber,
to
of
kinda block
course.
off
I
some of
mean,
the utility and the execute, so it's very strong defensively. But they are starting on that attack.
also solo Yoru.
KO, Sova is going to be very helpful, right? You have the KO to push back space towards B main. It makes it very easy. So keep eyes on that to see how they're maneuvering that kind of space and how they're using the double initiators to push and pull, set themselves up for good situations. And when it comes down to those sight hits, look for that Bonnie dash in and look for those flashes to come in from paint. Now, defensively speaking, for Winthrop University, it's moves on the chamber. We need to see him get a lot of value. It can be sometimes a little bit hard against the KO to get value from it, but they have a KO of their own to defend back. And we saw what Strong Tall Guy did on the KO last time. He was so strong defensively, flooding through those smokes, to expect a lot of battling on sites.
Yeah, and actually for attack, defense for Winthrop on this map specifically, they were not having a good time last time. And I think that might kind of like entice the change going over to Chamber and just being able to have a little more information, because they were lacking that so severely in their game. Actually, apologies, not in their game against Shopify Rebellion Black. They had that Chamber kind of subbed in prior in their recent game. But I guess, you know what, guys? Hashtag, I was wrong. I thought that Chamber was not actually added into their composition, but it seems like it has been. So for me, I do like the switch from the Yoru going over into the Jet. I mean, from the Jet going over into the Yoru for Sim. I do feel like the ultimate might be a little bit more forgiving and pleasing to the eye, especially giving Winthrop, again, that information that I felt they were lacking last time.
I mean, all said and done, it's time to see if the hashtag moves is enough from Gompers. Is going to be enough for Winthrop University to take down this roster of M80 and the powerhouses. Abyss is ready. Let's get to it and send it over to Marks and Tenric.
Yo, Loki.
Thanks so much, Sierra. And Moves, I want you to know, man to man, regardless of what happens today, you are, in fact, enough. But, Marks, the question is, does Winthrop University have enough to take on what is, as the desk mentioned, a continuously scaling M80 that has yet to debut this veto-ridden comp on Abyss? That being said, it seems like WU have their own answers, with Sim touching this Yoru for the very first time this split. The only other time WU used the agent is when Fair did it on Bind. So, gonna be interesting to see how they switch things up, but ultimately, like Roy said, this is the map that requires the least, divergence and overthinking and extra planning, because you had to send 2 of your players to Los Angeles. Weird circumstances.
All right, let's see it, bro.
Well,
M80 start attack.
M80 choosing to start out on this attack half after WU, once again, as the desk mentioned, have been picking this as their first map week to week.
Also, we have 3 classics, 2 ghosts.
The Yoru being that only change.
Look at this smoke from Fair, bro.
Running in with Bonnie on this way.
Fair doesn't get anything. Good kill, Alvin.
A lot of eyes on how he's developing this stage after having such an incredible year last season.
Sim on the flank.
Pretty convincingly taken up the B site, dealing with.
Oh my
Fair.
gosh. Wait.
Sim on a very quick flip.
Guys, please turn around. Look at him. No!
The window, though, unfazed, and Bonnie,
You should only get 1 here, right? Nice, okay. 4v2.
And no one else from WU can compress in time.
Nice,
Now
brother.
trying to extend down main, and there's just too many angles to check. M80 have 4 standing against a lonely, lonely recoil that has to tuck into so
Yeah?
much.
Okay, we're good. We're calm, brother. Big 3K from Alvin, too.
Would know how to play against these guys like the back of their hand more than anybody else walking into this. Another fun aspect of the matchup, but M80 taking a nice convincing pistol on a relatively slow, I suppose, by Abyss standards, takeover of it, but you know, you got room to breathe here.
Yeah, you absolutely do. I'm back. Let's get this game
I miss
started.
you, man. I miss you so much.
Moves was more than enough, and so they just decided.
Oh, hey, Marks, welcome in, bro.
Cast for the first round, but you know,
Wow.
that's kind of how it happens. Is maybe, like you said, they're able to walk away with that round. And let's see how they want to be able to make this one happen, because it was a very decisive take that they showcased last time. But Winthrop University stacking themselves up, anticipating a lot of this pressure just outside of that B site. So it is a bit of that gamble stack to try and find that opportunity, really, to really overpower their attackers. And yet still, it is going to be a little bit more slow, a little bit more.
Moob's playing towards A this time. He has his
Trying to
TP
catch the members of Winthrop
towards
University, kind of overextending and then
spawn.
making this a very decisive round.
I like seeing.
Because they're 4
M80
stacked
get to
B.
plant Alvin again,
Okay.
taking on this veto. Not often they'll probably let him do it.
One.
Just have such an easy
2
game
from Alvin.
advantage. He can solo this stack, no
3
problem.
from Alvin.
Looking good.
Looking for the 4th.
I mean, we had high
They're running into
expectations
A for
M80
moves.
coming into the season. let
Bear
alone
jumps off the
this
map,
late
moves
into it
himself as well.
already. It seems like, you know, while they definitely didn't come out guns blazing entirely, they've gotten better and better as these weeks have progressed. And I mean, they certainly haven't had the easiest schedule so far.
No.
This game being no different, regardless of whether or not the subs were here.
It's one of those things, right, where it's
Dude,
like,
it's so hot in my room. Hold on.
new
This
flag
also
is starting
definitely
together
needs to get turned back
against the
around.
ship of Theseus in Winthrop University.
It is.
Replacing pretty much all of their parts except for moves like the desk was kind of highlighting. And so a lot of questions kind of being raised, but I love the point that the desk made about as time going on, this team chem debuff is going
Dark comes through, moves.
and already we're starting to see some of the
Okay, yeah, I has to leave. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
They started things out being very hesitant when they were
Oops, still had TP there, by the
very
way.
hesitant
This guy was just
honestly a little bit disjointed
going
in
for
some of
it.
their attacks, but I'm hoping that that is getting better and better as these weeks continue.
Sim.
Squad starts to meld.
Catches out GMD.
Excellent pick on GMD right off rip.
Yeah, you could say the same for, you know, these additions for Sim and Recoil.
No
coming
smokes
into
for the rest of
WU
the
now that
round.
they've had this time.
A
I mean,
minute
you're already
left,
seeing
bro.
change making here on Abyss. Clearly, their theory
Hank gets
graph
caught in the
is
back by
continuing to
Sim,
wow.
like last second
You know,
too,
how
bro.
long his tenure is
I
gonna
sleep
be.
now. See ya. All right, later, Ponte.
Recoil holding his own with his Phantom on the A choke. They're gonna try and squeeze him, but it's tough. Once again with the gun diff, they'll make it work. Alvin actually picked up that distance.
Ult comes through for Alvin.
He's
2v2.
gonna pop that Evo in this 2v2, in fact.
Great little communication there. Now let's see how this works. Strong Tall Guy and Fair approaching from 2 different angles here. I'm imagining that they're going to be playing off of that single flash that they've
What is
got
this?
as soon as Fair gets ready.
What is this crosshair from
Actually, it's a little bit
Strong
of an
Tall
interesting
Guy?
wraparound here. M80 decide to push all the way back, and so the flankers might just get flanked.
Jeez, yeah.
Nice, Alvin.
Watched by Fair, but
Oh yeah, Alvin.
active
4K? Heck, hey.
felt like you're
I
you
need to turn
know,
on my fan
going
so
through
bad.
motions there for WU's reapproach, and M80 take advantage of that quick
Holy
lack of breath,
moly.
take away the bonus, and Alvin is 10-0-0.
Alvin's 10 and 0 right now? Hey,
Unbelievable. I mean,
big from brother Alvin.
has been a player, obviously a highlight player, not even on the duelist role, which I think in Challengers specifically, a lot of people overlook some of these players. But Alvin has been putting on heaters after heaters all throughout last year, including this year as well. And once again, at 10 and 0, already used the ultimate, by the way, which is kind of crazy for round 3.
Yeah, use the ult on the bonus round.
Like they don't.
Hey, I'll take it, bro. I'll take it.
Down here, Winthrop University, they tried to put a little
Incredible,
bit of damage,
bro.
but Derek immediately slapping Sim down.
GMD playing so
GMD
deep in
already
spawn.
waiting for this push up.
Yeah.
Yeah, conditioning some very easy punishment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they know the WU's just gonna.
And they just have a free B site to go into.
Now it's just so tough, right? Because for Winthrop University, a lot of that.
This round's
synergy,
gonna
a
be
lot
so
of the-
free. Hold on, I'll be
the
back.
sparks that we got to see on that previous roster. You know, coming into Challengers, we were expecting to see Infiltrator and Governor alongside moves. Of course, we get to see kind of the call up in order to sub for crew from Infiltrator as well as Governor. And that just kind of led to this team that had to get thrown together in order to try and make these ones work. And so a lot of that very promising synergy, it's just struggling a little bit more coming into the first part of Challengers here. As once again, M80, they're taking more time and they're only getting more and more comfortable playing off.
Taken out.
Well, Recoil and Strong Tall Guy both able to find their first stabs, so they're on the site
Right here.
with room to spare. GMD just with that smoke setup, pretty obvious where he's standing from, but Nova Pulse plus the Gravity Well, that is a nasty double dog there that nets M80 a 4th round. And the 9 players apart from Alvin have finally combined exceeded the amount of kills that he has, so glad we've reached that checkpoint.
Oh man, if we Megazord together, then maybe we can rival Alvin's
just
score.
about.
Yeah, but still, it's good to see some of these other players coming online. One of the things that I've been looking at M80 specifically and wanting to see them grow is how they use their utility to play off of one another. And I think that last round was a really good example of that. We want to see those clear comms happening. A lot of that kind of hesitation and, missed timing of utility getting swept under the rug a little bit more, nice and tidied and cleaned up, so they have nice, easy takes and kills.
Conversion paths just to cut through the majority of the A site. Still gonna stick around for a moment after getting hit by that recon dart. They don't want to get double procced on the pack, but yeah, I think they know you're here. So yeah, just duke it out. And M80 winning their fights very convincingly to the point where WU might already just save. Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
It's so tough for WU to get things done right now because with Moobs on that chamber, we know how they like to play around the chamber. Moobs has a lot of responsibility on his back, but the same can be said for the rest of the team. Once again, coming to the synergy on why this chamber composition works is the rest of the team can be that reliable anchor and overpower the people pushing through, while Moobs is going to be good for 1 or 2 kills just on the other side to keep the opponents guessing. Right now, it doesn't really feel like, unfortunately, a lot of the members of Winthrop University can kind of come online in that same synergistic style. We're still seeing, like, Sim, Recoil, one of them having to poke out alone and going for the swing to try and gain information without much backup.
How'd they win another round while I was gone, bro?
Kind of bring into the board are gonna
Alvin still hasn't died either.
Out, whether or not it's a trade or being able to find their shot. And so for Winthrop University, we need to see them playing off of another just a little bit more and introduce a couple more issues with how M80 are attacking in on this.
Yeah, it's really tough when WU is trying to rely as much on like
double dash.
To get them by, and
Moves doesn't get slowed, but I don't think there's even anything to like speed up on that yet. No.
Entire stage.
Still get the kill on Moves, and Bonnie gets the kill on Recoil as well.
Holding so close to this forward approach. Been seeing him on this KO is very
nothing to worry about on the flank.
Early retake on top.
1 for paint, 2 for paint, 3 for paint. Oh my gosh.
For a second there, I thought.
I mean, they're just locked, bro. They're just locked, bro.
I was like, oh, that would have been crazy. What is that flick, man? Oh, but yeah. I mean, 6 rounds in a row right now for M80. Generally speaking, like, Alvin hasn't really found a kill outside of those first 3 rounds, and that's totally okay, because now we're starting to see the other members of M80 start to find their opportunities in just playing Valorant and moving through and clearing things out systematically. Whereas Winthrop University, especially when it comes down to some of those more patient pushes, they're just kind of getting caught off guard before they can really enter into anything. They're coming into this composition. 2 of their members
6-0
got recoil to be able to
made it. They're literally just rolling over them.
Fair as well should be able to set up a lot of those stuns, a lot of those smokes away. I want to see them start to use more utility traps, or when they push in, section off parts of the map so that when those retakes happen, they can focus in on little zones and then play off the...
Hey man, listen, I don't care what the situation is with Winthrop, you know what I'm saying?
Like
I'll take the win for M80, bro. That's what matters to me, man.
By M80. And as a result of that, if they don't find those initial kills, it all falls apart, because M80, it's always multiple people swinging out at you at the same time.
Yeah. If anything, right now, I'm looking at Sim and Recoil is not just top fragging, but like doing the most coordinated play than anybody else on the team so far, which is funny because coming into this, you would think that, Sim and Recoil were very smart choices by WU considering the circumstances they were put under, because as proven on TSM, their mechanical baseline is so good that you can kind of just plug and play them and let them, do their thing and have a lot of trust that they're going to be able to hold their own and stay on a decent leash. Even, Sim has gotten pretty good at that discipline in the past year or so. But I mean, the fact that conjoined chemistry that those
started recoil towards mid, that was it though,
is netting them arguably so far
now
more
they're going back
traction on
dripping B
retakes than the actual takes from the core team. It's, I don't know, I can't tell if it's concerning or exciting, because I don't know where the floor sits for either side of that.
It just depends if it works.
Drone comes
like,
through.
Well, so
Get your dash in, Bonnie.
So,
Oh man, and in the midst of all of this, because of the KO ultimate, Moves completely has to back off and respect that one. And so this kind of
When it
ethos
comes
of
through,
stacking one site, having one person
bro, I
control
mean,
middle,
like,
and
this is
having Moves
obviously,
watch the other side, it completely falls apart.
it's surely,
The Winthrop University now
there's just
live,
no
and let's
chance.
see how they want to take this.
Bonnie's ready. Yep, one.
Bonnie's already upstairs. Should be
Oh,
prepped
good
for
right
that.
click flash for paint.
Flash,
Ice
paint's
paint.
better, Hunter's
Oh
free,
yeah.
so, I mean, you don't even need
Just
it.
clean, bro. Just clean,
You're
bro.
gonna get one back in a couple rounds. Derek's just been like that this split, and I mean we're really doing some decent padding to start off this attack. I'm not saying that this is going to be the trend for the entire match, but certainly wouldn't be surprised if it is, because M80 looks, I mean, beyond certain right now.
Yeah, and
A
there's
straight
one thing where like,
dominance.
the first couple of rounds, they're coming in there. I'm like, wow, look at these util combos. I love this. I love smart Valorant. And then you have a round like that where it's just like, oh yeah, they're just hitting all their shots, right?
Yeah.
Like they're finding the timings. They know when to push out. They know where to expect their opponents, and are consistently
Insta
catching
flash.
Winthrop University members off guard.
Recall start moves off the angle. Now.
Moves all the way over, but
Oh, I
this
like
is gonna be a
that. I
dicey
like
one.
that.
That's not a fadeaway smoke. I'm just having moves sit inside this
Ooh.
operator. Now the interceptor up on the push.
Another kill for Alvin. Alvin finally died, bro. No, man.
Kill onto. Okay, and then it gets
Sim.
back Sim from the back line.
Hold on.
That's a good distraction.
Actually, down numbers this round.
Negative 3v2.
Sim.
Take Sim. See, he
Derek.
just does it all on his own, man.
Show me that LCQ, Derek. Come on.
Insane. Already feeling so fluid on this Yoru too, just able to kind of let go of a flash or two whenever he needs to be self-sufficient, which in this context, it clearly seems like he needs to be. Still though, job as easy as can be for this 2v1.
Oh, NC, Derek. NC,
Looking
NC.
a little higher than he needs to. And WU is on the board succinctly. They have ults to spare too. It wasn't a full dump.
Yeah, I mean, once again, exactly like you said,
They're
Sim
up
just kind of
back.
taken over that time.
7-1. It's
You know,
calm,
decides,
bro.
I'll just
Calm,
do
it's
this myself.
calm.
I gotta win us around here. Winthrop up to their first round after 8. And honestly, good adaptation. Recoil lets the Hunter's Fury go, and immediately we get to see just the flood through happen. The waylay pressuring
shots
Silva
from
right
Sim,
off
bro.
the rip, meaning that they have to kind of cancel the ultimate, which is just such a smart heads-up play from M80. But at the end of the day, that buys just enough additional space to allow Sim to kind of go in there and kill. And you know, Tedrick, I still continue to
Let's
worry
see it,
because
bro. They
if
started a little
winning
more towards
condition
mid this
is
time rather
really
than just 5 in.
Sim has to find solo kills and be able to clear things out, kind of pulling the rest of the team up. That is
Players
concerning,
here, but Gallup
especially
isn't mid. They
with
still have to
how
be
much
scared of it, though.
discipline we've been seeing
Oh,
from
this is an
this
A-split play
M80
with
squad
the
thus far.
wall.
A cosmic divide for this.
Low key, that's kind of
approach.
fire.
That's a great ulti for the A split. Love it. With the aggression that M80 had as well.
Oh, and Alvin's just so aware of fair, too, bro.
Clean as can be.
Let's see it,
Yeah,
man.
like you said, if hero moments from Sim are the only
AWOL
thing
comes
that
through.
WU can use to get a
Oh my
leg up,
gosh!
this team is stuck in the past
TMD.
in more ways than one.
Damn.
Run against paint, and yeah, Recoil has no trouble with it. Wow, WU. I mean,
What?
everybody walks it down that time
They just
around.
got like every kill at the same time. What's up, Bayo?
Their fights, the most consistent plug-and-play members of WU this tenure.
And at the same time, like, you just take a look at that. They made sure that they were buddied up when taking those duels. Okay, and I you know, that sounds like such a basic thing to do. But given off of the last series that we saw where everyone was kind of taking their individual fights, and on a lot of these early rounds, we're seeing the members of Winthrop University go exploring without having a lot of backup. Like, you just see immediately how much of a difference that can make here. And so, great stuff coming through. Obviously, the shots landing makes a huge difference, but Winthrop now find 2 in a row. Still, the economy looking good for M80.
Nice.
More than enough to be able to buy up for the next round as well. But
Alright,
still,
top mid
at
as
this
well.
point,
We
this is
should
gonna
be selling.
that changing point. Are M80 going to continue
They gonna be able to
walk
break
away
this
with and
trip?
continue to secure their lead, or will Winthrop
Oh, and I would love if you
University
just broke the trip
turn
and then
things
just
around in
disappeared.
this half and really make it look like Abyss is a possible
Good trip break, twin.
Still plenty of game.
Oh my gosh,
Still
he's
plenty of half.
all the way through top mid. I can
And
just chill
another
here.
Plant for Alvin, this time top mid. How many rotations have realistically happened up here so far this this game? I mean, it's like it's STG, maybe.
Oops is holding for him with this opto. That's the scary thing.
Yeah, tough to
All right, now
find
they're just gonna go
pressure
into A.
here. Instead, you got to take the set itself, and they will
Alvin!
Alvin gets that timing
Big
on the
kill,
press.
bro.
Well done. And now he can patrol top mid, where indeed you got one member rotating. Moves.
All good, all good. 4v3 on this post plant.
Seconds on the spike.
GMD in heaven.
Already burned away. Moves alone for the time being.
I don't know about. Oh, it doesn't matter. Good work, Bonnie.
And that should be all the shutting
It's
down.
fine. They're just gonna leave, yeah.
You are fair distance away from this.
They're going for this.
We'll make up that distance.
It's fine. GMD has sucked, bro, so it's chill.
Kill.
Good molly. Oh, Haints.
Hey, finishing off STG and then turning right onto the one. You don't even need the extra help, and it's 8-2.
I just want to call out something there, which I think is just so smart from M80, and it's a little bit of a micro play, but it just shows how well these players are kind of adapting off of one another. We see GMD obviously post play. You want to run your Astro away. You want to make sure that you can play off of the stars there. You know, use the suck, pull them away, do all those types of things, right? So GMD just kind of running it down, breaks the door, immediately goes through. And then Bonnie swings off of that, understanding that Winthrop University heard that noise and are going to be looking that way. It's just a small little coordinated play that really just shuts down Winthrop University's chances of that retake. And those little moments are going
full
to
stuck
matter.
here now.
Moves.
If they wanted to dive on him, they
Play
could.
with a big ol'
Flash
sniper
comes
for
through.
one
All right, he
move,
gets
you're
out.
not
He gets
getting
out.
Shut down from the 0 point, but will be able to successfully escape after a little bit of a help with that star.
Ooh, Bonnie has his T set up. I didn't even notice.
Decent trade of space, but M80 doesn't fully take it. Yeah, you can
There's
just
3 guys
condition
here
that Alvin
towards
is
me.
probably there because he was last round. WU, for all they know, can't take a single step through that bridge until too much presence is confirmed elsewhere, which is it is about to be. Big knife on the B approach, actually. Right in front
Strong
of it.
tall guy, only for one. I'll take it. Now.
Grabs one.
Yes, come on.
So GMD
Bear
can
down.
recover and keep the personnel advantage.
Moves on the
Decently
flank.
Wide.
Doesn't get.
Going for
Wait.
the flank.
Derek, you're so tough. I wasn't sure if you heard him or not, bro.
They're so fast once a collapse like this happens. And this is the point in which, you know, M80 just makes it look so easy because they decide the rounds within that push. Everything else just looks so piecemeal and late to the party. Just not cohesive enough. And again, that takes time and normally the players that you had signed for the season. But again, WU is working with what they've got and really giving it their best here. You have some ultis for the last round of the half. You have a gun or two.
Bayo, bro, how you doing, man?
There is a lot to still hold on to going into what will likely be a better attack half from Winthrop.
And that time around, like, we see M80 pop a couple of ults there to really secure.
Dash down on recoil. NT, brother.
We'll be able to keep
NT, brother.
It's 100% worth it for them to pop all those ults and make sure
This
that
is
they
big,
punish
man.
the economy.
All right, let's see if we can get this
of
last round.
University because
Sim has
it is
ult,
the
Fair has
last
ult,
round.
recoil steal off his ults.
Sure.
Still
We're gonna
keeps
be
the Odin
seeing
as
now Winthrop
well.
University have a couple of ultimates in their
No
hand,
op on moves.
for the most part.
Just
With
headhunter
that weaker
bullets.
weaponry, it's still going to be so difficult.
Probably
for them
like
to
a
be able to
stinger for him
find
or
this
something.
Last round. Meanwhile, all the blazing fury
No, a
in their
bucket.
arsenal,
Oh yeah, Sim didn't even have money to get him a stinger,
enough to
bro.
be able to shut this one down. Alvin even going for an outlaw buy here.
Oh, they're getting
The
active.
fact that it is the last round, aggressive play this time to try and swap things up, but Derek able to back out of there completely.
Only guy with light
unscathed.
shield is
See
recoil.
M80 slowly make their way up and take a couple rounds in a row.
Outlaw's not going to be.
Curious that Alvin decided to go for that outlaw. Only one player gets one shot by that. I don't know if his math was off or if he's just.
Well, he has a rifle now, so I
Oh,
think
he had a-
it was
he had a-
bonus gun, you know?
He had a backup gun.
Okay, he bought up an outlaw on top of his rifle. Okay.
Just rich, putting a little rich flex on with the
Right,
viewers,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Flex on him. Y'all got
Hangs
student
out,
loans?
fair on the
That's
jumps.
cute. I got an
Oh.
outlaw. Hey! He knows how to shut and talk like that down. Rest of the checkpoints here.
Look
on
at strong
A
tall
side.
guy, bro.
An STG ain't
Bonnie.
shit for
There's
Bonnie
no
on
chance.
a
NT,
panic
brother.
run, and he makes it work. Oh, when we
He's
lost
11
it.
HP.
But there's still so much to do, right? I mean,
Andy
this
is
impossible,
old.
especially in the last round of the half. You have the Cosmic Divide to reapproach.
Virgin Paths online though.
Yo, Bonnie.
You gotta confirm both positions. And
Okay, he has a
being
chance.
decently made here.
I'll
When
give
does
it
he
that.
decide
He has
to
a
proc it?
chance.
There's the early
He's now like
breakout.
fully aware.
Gets both in the ulti.
Wonder if he can get this first
There's
one.
in front of it,
One.
just needs
Oh my gosh!
to knocks Bonnie down to 2. Cosmic Divide will still shield moves on the step.
Big slow. Wait, Buddy, you won! Buddy! Oh my gosh! What?
M80 will prove to be better however they see
What, bro?
3 more rounds to seal that away here on a base.
Oh, you feeling good sitting back over there when I was like, oh yeah, convergent pass online. And you're like, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Dude,
well, look what happened.
That's unreal.
How does he win that? He's just 11 HP, bro.
I mean, there's no way to describe that. You see the convergent pass go, like you said, it catches both of them.
Damn, a 1 kill half for fair. That's so unfortunate, bro.
From Winthrop University that they think that they're going to be able to find that kill. And as a result of that, it slips through their fingers. M80 up 10-2. Such a
let's see it, man.
start on this map right now. And once again, we have not seen M80 on this map, but everything looks really good from this team.
Ooh, get spotted.
Showcase coming from Alvin here.
Oh, he got canceled too. Still 1 for Alvin. Still 2 for Alvin?
You're joking, dude, you're joking.
Look how fast Bunny is here on flank too.
Bunny on the flank right now.
Pretty cool gun.
Might be able to find a good timing too. 4v3 on this retake.
There's holding for Ben too. Low key, this is a free kill for Bonnie as long as he clears. No, he's not clearing.
No, but he's got tunnel vision. And everybody's looking at way too much. Nothing's guaranteed. Everything is ground floor. And simplified by W. Go figure, they take the pistol.
Listen, I just watched the team come back from 11-3, bro.
That site is looking strong.
I don't want that to happen again. Let's close it out, yeah?
The Desk talked about how that solo anchor is just so darn good. And yeah, Alvin has been putting on a dominant performance, and now that we're swapping around, having M80 on this defense, I'm anticipating that we're going to be seeing more of those pop-off moments with the Bandit being able to find 2 despite the
strong tall guys on a team. That's GOAT.
That Winthrop University are just running things down.
Is that GOAT? I'm lucky not tapped in.
Chance there for Winthrop to be able to win that one, or sorry, for M80 to win.
Everyone dodges knife and just starts walking down him, man.
Be an aggressive push out for M80 out of that A site. Zalvin shouting out gentle mates on the other side, basically 1 number away from M80 there. But
that's basically the same organization.
I mean,
M8, M80.
They are orgs of the people.
Oh my gosh, wait, are they going back?
That's true.
Yo, wait, hold on, stay, guys. Guys, stay. Guys, trust me. There's just
looking for an explosive stack here, and maybe Nor feels like
only 1.
Moves his position will be confirmed, but not collapsed on because he has that trademark.
Running him in. Bro, it's so hard to jump off map.
Excuse me.
You know?
Caught on the crawl.
Ooh, they're going.
That's ballsy for them to like decide to keep just 2 there, but GMD lands that.
I thought GMD was just gonna jump off. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time to jump. Think you lose maybe 1 more here?
It was an interesting idea from M80 that time around. Wrapping 2 members around, going for a little bit of a push. Again, sticking to that hall pass buddy system. But still, weaponry, especially with Sim feeling it, it's just simply not going to work out here. So should be a clean last part of this round.
There it is.
Let's run up this next round. I mean, just so far from these first 2 rounds of Winthrop, it feels like they're divvying up the responsibilities not just like equally, but I think properly across this space. Like having it be Moobs followed by Sim followed by STG to be the ones to take the brunt of the hit, purely because they know they can tank as much as possible. I think is a great way to kind of keep that inertia from the aggression you pose onto a site.
All right, let's see it, bro.
Because you can just keep moving
They're on this B lyric.
and then have that backup.
If 2 guys just in spawn rotating over to B. And then Sim and Moobs are on top of each other in mid.
On their attack.
Moobs or Sim TV's on
been,
mid.
Unrelenting, but they're a lot more proactive than what we saw on the M80 attack. Already taking so much space onto mid, getting their players now, and what this really does is it forces M80 to have to spread out their defense.
I don't think Alvin's getting pinged, but this is still tough.
The last person alive there.
On paint dies too. Nice, good trade, Derek.
More consistent than not. Derek catches it early on, but
Let me sit up before I ruin my back.
M80 is already making that walk up.
No, man.
GMD can't adjust in time. Damn moves. My goat, please don't leave us. Yeah, bomb rushing A. Easy peasy takeover. I don't even know if, okay, yeah, no choice. Alvin's got to take it to the face. Damn, bro, that's a great 1-2-3 hit by WU, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of my criticisms on the WU attack was them spreading themselves out, right? Giving up those individual opportunities for M80 to kind of take advantage of, find those kills, and end the round before it even really begins. That time around, we see Winthrop University more or less do that. Moves with a crazy flick to be able to shut down the lurker there, and then is able to find Derek right off the bat as well. And honestly, that just kind of secures the round there. The individual picks paving the way for the rest of that round. Bonnie already going far forward. Sim so aware of it. Bonnie is in a lot of trouble right now.
No way out. Yeah, the knife forced him to
Wait, hold on.
be by himself, so Paint's gonna decide.
Hey, I'll take it, Paint. Hey, hey. Good sacrifice, bro. All good. Listen, because next time you're gonna get like 4 kills. With a gun. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
With this diff.
And honestly, Winthrop University there, great job playing anti-flash based off of that one. Allowing only 1 kill to go through, given the fact that that was an M80 flood in off of the flash. They make sure to counter that completely, and sure, Bonnie a little bit difficult, given the fact that only the Marshall...
Alvin! There's 3 guys walking you down.
Potential damage. That
oh, he's looking mean. I guess since his orb is gone. Yeah, to turn, or not his orb, his little trippy thing. Brother had to turn around.
30 seconds.
No real answer here.
Spike planted.
That should be a nice, easy cleanup. At this point, your M80. This defense has simply not been working out so far, and it's tough because the synergy that I talked about with Winthrop University's players, specifically looking at moves, kind of being that.
Why Winthrop got 4 rounds in a row right now?
Kind of playing as a cohesive unit on the attack.
Why do Winthrop have 4 rounds in a row in the second half right now?
Right. The 4 members have to move in together. The 4 members have to push in and take things decisively. Doing a good job of utilizing that double initiator utility to flush M80 out.
Hey, Bonnie got his.
Yeah, you've got to overwhelm before you can conquer, and M80, I don't think, can properly whelm even this round either.
It's all good. We're gonna change the world with this round, bro.
But still, the cycle's not online, which is the thing that they're still playing catch up on here. GMD is 1 away from the divide, so maybe if they go for aggression on an orb again, but it's just now that you have rifles, you can't really justify that because you've been losing so many in the process. And again, I just it strikes me as very odd that M80 is going for these collapses so early on in rounds when you can stall things out to like 25 seconds left, but WU in panic mode a little more consistently here, or at least bottleneck them a little harder. But WU have been so damn slippery.
Yeah.
Sim and Moobs in particular, just consistently being able to fry on whatever LOS they've been planted on, and Moobs on another nasty one.
And in the meantime, Sim's able to rescue that ultimate orb, so now the dimensional drift is online as well. Just feels like
gonna ult the Link.
3 rounds ahead for Winthrop University.
Alvin and GMD on site.
Got all the tools that they need. They should be able to engage.
I don't think ult
strong,
spotted Bonnie,
this one's
but it's definitely gonna spot
also
GMD
has
and
a KO
Alvin.
wall, so it should be easy.
Big kill, Derek.
Derek though finds moves, not going exactly how.
Oh yeah, Alvin.
Sim standing
Alvin's good for
alone
another one.
there.
Yup.
WU still on the site.
Other guy back site.
Unable to at least
Fine.
outstretch.
Derek got it.
We're still kind of dosey
The guy back site. Guess what?
STG now by
Alvin
himself.
got it.
Yeah, one more
A
flash,
wide swing
he'll
on it,
send
brother.
it.
Ah.
With a 3-piece to get M80 on the board this half. Took him a second, and even still, it looked like they were a little slow to the problem, but they were able to sequence out the individual takes, and all of a sudden, STG by himself after.
Winthrop take their second time out now.
Too early on that drift, and in addition,
So
Moves
hard on my
losing
right
that
now.
fight
I'm
against
actually,
Derek
like,
kind of early on in that approach let M80 kind of pay their full focus to it.
And Derek's been one of those players that, if you've been watching this reform of M80, has just been consistently solid for the team. Obviously, coming from that tier 1 environment down to tier 2, it feels like there's been so many chances and opportunities for the other team to kind of make it so that Derek's in these like 1vx scenarios, but still either does a lot of damage or is able to almost come down swinging. And if you take a look at how that Sova's been playing the map, there is still that like individual responsibility that Derek has been taking in being very solid. The util from the Sova right off the rip, the recon, all of that type of stuff gets utilized exactly how you want it to go. And then Derek just kind of sends it down, goes into these weird off angles, and is trying to play for these opportunities.
All right, we got 3 ults going into this round. Recoil's off his ult.
Makes it a lot easier when you've got Alvin being such a strong anchor on that site. That time around, the heroics, the multi-kill, resulting in a round win for M80. And now M80, they've got 3 of their own ultimates online here. The Evolution, Hunter's Fury, and Cosmic Divide. 3 really good tools to counter how Winthrop want to play. So
oh my gosh, look at this.
Trying to play counter to this.
Oh my gosh.
Very aggressive from 2 of the members of M80.
I'm just like baiting for it. What is happening?
That knife does shout him out. So, yeah, not particularly convinced to try to go for this, especially when you know Alvin won't be phased by any of the flashes that WU has in its arsenal. You just make the dash over to the B site because you know that there's 2 planted so deep up A main.
They're walking towards B.
No way could M80 possibly have enough to take on this push.
No, they'll be locked, bro. Trust me. Trust me. Derek and GMD, 2 uncles on the team, bro. Look at this. 50 seconds left.
Moves putting the trip down, keeps that push up honest while he moves up and takes all that space onto mid. And look at this, like M80 have to weaken their defense, accounting for that chamber.
And Moobs also heard the jump over from Paint, so they know that there's maximum 2 players on this B site right now, and now they know who they are. Derek has made it back in time, though, and is launching that Hunter's Fury downstream, not hitting that default site, though. His recoil will get the spike down pretty convincingly. Moobs still here on mid and not check for 2.
I love him for a second.
Alvin can at least hold on to that.
That's actually Alvin's first of the round.
Coming back his way, he'll have about 60 effective health to work with on this retake, but Sim continuing to raid boss it up. Pain can end up winning that duel, and now the late Hunter's Fury from Recoil right in the middle of this fight causes so much havoc.
It's
forces
fine.
M80 to repay
Dogs.
attention to these bottlenecks, but
wait.
now
Alvin's not gonna get another suck. It doesn't matter. Alvin's not affected. Sensational. And recoil fell off the map. And recoil fell off the map. And recoil fell off the map.
I was gonna say, like, we're like, oh yeah, okay, we'll pop the Evolution right off the rip here. It's an aggressive play from Alvin. Let's see how. Oh, and they completely missed all the util because Winthrop aren't pushing here. Wait a second, let's just get Alvin in Evolution to stick the spike plant because you know they're going to be trying to play off their utility to deny you. And as a result of that, GMD playing it forwards. And then, yeah, at this point, like, Recoil has to just kind of go in there because none of that utility is going to be effective against the veto. And so a little bit of a cheeky play there. Moobs almost turning the round around for Winthrop University. But now M80.
Winthrop stack towards A here. 5,
They're ready to close out their opponent's map pick. They just need this first one. And look at this, already taking so much space in middle. While Winthrop University
comes through.
A 5-man rush on A.
Yeah, but be important to get done now.
You're going?
It can get really crazy. That is a 5-man knife. Nobody on
He's still going.
Watch that kill feed run down.
I'll take it, bro. I'll take it.
M80 will take a relatively convincing victory on Abyss. Once again, it is not the peak that everyone expected, but here in the 1-2s, it'll be enough for now.
Yeah, and at the end there, I'm pretty sure we saw Paint do his best Mario impression and try to go for the Goomba stomp on top of Goomba, I'm pretty sure. But we're seeing a lot more of these pieces for M80 start to work out. Obviously, one of the things that we talked about on the desk was Nismo stepping into the coaching role and Paint kind of coming in here on this KO, on this initiator. And, you know, learning from Nismo. I think it was in one of the interviews that Paint gave that he was really practicing a lot of that initiator utility. And at the end of the day, even though it slowly started to slip away from M80 there, just in general, you can tell they're playing off of one another. They're playing off of their utility. And they still feel like they're fitting into a bit more of a textbook style Valorant. And well, when you got these players aiming and working together, then it's going to look nice and easy for M80 to close out that match.
Yeah, the expected levels of cohesion from both sides just working out very differently. I think WU is, again, doing so well with what they have for what they have when they have it. We're going to see new versions of both of these teams on a map that has gone untouched by both of them until today. It's Breeze after the break.
Let's DP! Fable, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yo, Baru, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, bro. What's up? Alvin, pretty good player. Oh yeah, Alvin's unreal, bro. Alvin's unreal, bro. Yo, how was your stream? How was your stream, brother? Brother Fable. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so done. It was good. Didn't go too long. I'm getting sleepy. I get you. I get you. 350. Oh my gosh. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and hop off, bro. Oh my goodness. M80 was up, what, 7-1? Yeah. I think they started 7-0, then it was 7-1 or something. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember. I think it ended, what, 10-6?
Fight together.
Exactly what Core needs. Delivering is the anchor.
Through the smoke and off we go. Envy trying to get this class around this time though. But the stand and fight, he's down to 8. There's Alum. That's the Phantom. Brought up by this.
It was some crazy start because Alvin decided he wanted to win. Bro, yeah, you started, I think it was what, 11-0 or something? Yeah. Went on his own? Yeah.
Heading into the series with Winthrop University and M80, two teams.
No, I mean, like, he fried, bro. He fried. Crazy.
We're intrigued to see what was going to happen out on a best Winthrop University's pick, but it's M80. Things looking a little bit more coordinated. They get an early lead, one they're not going to let go of, and they end off the map 13-6.
That was Winthrop's pick as well. I mean, yeah.
Like, M80, we talked
I'm not going too crazy about it. Listen, I'll take the win where we can get it. I'm not going too crazy about reacting. Oh my god, Winthrop! Because I mean, like, you know, be cool with Sim playing instead of Gev Infiltrator. So,
the Biz debut went flawlessly. That was beautiful to watch. That attack side was beautiful. There's so many good set plays. The way they were playing on the pulse plants and kind of the role definition that they had coming into this map was so good and very refreshing to see from M80. And yeah, it was just nice to watch. I think there's also there's a lot of player pop-offs that were happening, and we kind of came into this talking a lot about the individual expression on the team and kind of the talent. And I feel like we kind of got to see a lot of that expressed differently in this map.
Yeah, really impressive from M80. I believe it was like 7 actually 10-2 that they were able to finish off that first half, starting off on that attacking side. And again, majority of it being like Winthrop University, they really just didn't have a solidified way of getting themselves back onto site. It was quite difficult.
Okay, another comeback. What happened? I don't know if you watched the NBA today.
Just under circumstances where M80 were caught by surprise, right? So this
What
team
even was the
had it,
first
like,
game? I low-key forgot.
honestly,
I
and listen,
watched the
love
first
them, but
half
realistically,
of
if they had just kept that
of the first map of Heretics versus Wolf, and I don't even Pacific versus Ginex. I watched the first map. I didn't finish the series because then I had to go get ready.
4-round streak, all right? Like I'm optimistic.
Go, bro. You cannot call me.
Bro, my energy is like so off. I know what I need to do to like fix my energy. It's just like
I would have believed that's just crazy work coming from Gompers. Like I just, wow.
the good stuff is tomorrow, anyways.
I need a moment
Yeah.
to sit with that one, guys. I mean, okay.
Rico falling off the map there is too funny too,
I
bro.
think that is crazy, but like, I will say, like,
Yeah.
he is looking good on the day.
Yeah, just let's.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay, ignore the scoreboard. 13-6. All right, we got to see some of that. Sorry to disappoint you. It wasn't a 13-0 Gompers. It's okay though. No big deal.
Oh my god.
But but the first kills, first deaths is 14-5. That is crazy. A 3.0 ratio on the first kills is devastating. And I think a lot of that obviously came down to the attack shot and just how refined it looked from M80. And I feel like when I look at these players and kind of their former roster histories, this is the sort of style that an identity of M80 that I thought I would see eventually, right? Which is like they're very structured. Everybody's kind of on the same page with how they're playing, and everyone gets put in the positions where they can shine, right? And I think the other interesting thing with this composition is the fact that they have Astra as the controller, and she can kind of be anywhere on the map, whereas Vito is not really the traditional sentinel, where like he's kind of with the pack, right? Because you want him there with the interceptors, you want him there to have that extra pushing powers on the sites, and it's just nice to see that Alvin's part of the pack. He's not really lurking. And then you have GMD on the Astra with that utility that's able to close out rounds with the grab well and with some of the util.
I mean, you're talking about Alvin Boy and being part of the pack. It felt like at some points he was leading when you're looking at that 6 first kills out of like he was the pack guy. Like 6 out of the 14 on the Vito, I think was nuts. And I think too it was really cool. I mean, Alvin Boy at one point, Gompers, it was like we're laughing. It was like 10-0-0. Like Alvin Boy was just
he's 11-0 at one point.
Get-go. Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it was in the first 5 rounds, actually. I don't know. Like, he was going insane, and 296 ACS obviously kind of showcases that. We got to see just how good they are in the Tejo, and I believe it was you, Roy, that said that Tejo is starting to come. Tejo? Am I okay? Vito is starting. Vito is starting to come a little bit more into the meta. People are trying it out. People are enjoying it, and I can see exactly why, right? The utility was perfect. It denied so many takes onto site, and I will say as well, it was just the aim in general for Alvin. There was never a moment missing from this player, and every single time they showed up, I knew there was going to be at least 2.
Yeah, and I don't think Alvin Boy's mechanics will ever come into question. I think we like unanimously agree that he's a mechanical beast. Like there's just nothing else to it, to be honest. And another thing that kind of went under the radar in that graphic is the first kill percentages.
Yeah,
32.6. That's literally 1/3 of the rounds he opened. We played what, 18, 19 rounds. He got 6 first kills. Literally every 3 rounds he was opening up the round. That is crazy. And he didn't die once on any of those openers either. He's 6-0. That's crazy. That is insane.
Alvin Boy is just a different beast out here. We don't even have to go down. That's just crazy. I don't even have the words for it, guys. But I mean, that is a beast that Winthrop University has to contend with for at minimum 1 more map as we look at the second map in the series. Not only just the second map, but we're now going to M80's map pick, which is Breeze, which is kind of something I'm intrigued about because we've seen this floated by as a decider in series that didn't get to that point. We've seen them ban it out in their second ban before. So Roy, I'm very curious with what M80's cooking up.
I'm also very curious to know what M80 is cooking up. If I had to guess, though, if I had to just kind of throw a little intuition out there, I would imagine they're leaning into the double controller, the Viper Astra. I'd like to see GMD on the Astra. I'd like to see Alvin Boy on the Viper. He's played it before. I think it's going to be really interesting, and I'm kind of I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, I absolutely cannot wait. We get to discover a lot about M80 today. So with Agent Select, I cannot wait. And going across the board, this just seems like, Okay, Roy.
Yeah, I like it. So okay, the double controllers, I was pretty sure it was gonna show up for both teams. But now we're seeing the double duelist come out from M80. The Bonnie on the Jet, the paint on the Yoru. He was such a Yoru beast all of last year. Of course, you have Derek on the Sova. That's his one trick. And then on the other side, it's almost that's actually a full mirror comp. So it's going to be really interesting. Now, for me, the pressure's on that defensive sides, right? Breeze is not as attack-sided as it used to be, but with how little practice Winthrop University has, there's so much pressure on that first half. You cannot have a repeat of the first map. I feel like they need to come in strong. They need to get Recoil showing up on that duelist debut for this split. And I'm excited to see what they're up to in the double dualies here for Winthrop University.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, the recoil going on the Jet, and from what we've seen, in the game with Blue Otters putting a initiator player onto a duelist role, it seems to work out, especially because you know how to really get the team onto the site, so you're also going to know how to navigate through that as well. So I think recoil is going to be someone that I'm excited to see migrate a little bit more into an aggressive role instead of.
We're so back.
See, for myself, I always love a good mirror composition to really see how the teams are approaching the map, where we get to see those little minute differences. So this is going to be.
You're my bad. Just got home, bro. Don't say my bad for being late to my stream.
Serious business, as they have to win this out to take us into a map 3. Can they? We'll have to find out. I know Gomps and Marks are hoping so for their predictions, but let's get to the map and find out with your casters. Back over to Tenric and Marks.
Come on.
Thanks, Sierra. Yeah, Yumi and Roy have a map to kind of just cruise emotionally, don't we? As M80 with that starter. Sorry, that's all I'll do. M80 have started things off with a decent win on Abyss, now taking it to an even larger and more open space on Breeze with a debut composition that mirrors that of Winthrop University.
Bro, I'm late to my stream all the time, bro. Don't tweak about it, dog.
On the exact opposite sides, these double duelist cores.
No more lurking fluorescence chat. What you mean no more lurking fluorescence chat?
No doubt be.
I can't sit in a fluorescence stream, bro, and watch her farm.
Y'all coming into here beating up on the little kid, Winthrop University. Oh, they have these subs. Oh, I don't know how they're gonna make this work, but they are a squad once again. I'm still a firm believer in Winthrop University, especially.
Oh my gosh.
How they did things last time, and look at that. A good trade. Yeah, they're gonna walk away with 2 kills. I feel better about my prediction right now.
Yeah, I'm wondering how, as Recoil was one of the players that has been so consistently able to tether himself to another member of WU, which is something that with the new installations, they've sort of been struggling with otherwise.
I haven't been seeing much challenges recently. How's it feeling? Season feeling so far? I mean, every roster overall is very good at shooting, obviously. Now, there's levels to it, though. There are levels to it.
M80 can still kind of blister through. Now use 2 for the clear. STG steps out of the smoke, immediately falls.
But every roster does have good players.
Personnel advantage reversed. As is the presence on the side.
Like,
Bonnie's still holding on
almost 5 out of 5, like, good shooters.
WU creeps up from spawn in the pyramid. Still one on top of this spike. GMD has been holding on for dear life.
In terms of teams overall,
of the health pool, so he's gonna make the most
also
of it.
W post play. I mean, like, M80 haven't, like, got off to the start that, like, I would have wanted, but, like, you know.
And it's all down to moves. Who is still enough?
It's a project. They're working on it, bro. You know what I mean?
Can he do it here? A pistol for WU would be monumental. First tap on the spike. Already lacking time.
NRG Academy look like the, in my mind, I think NRG Academy look like the best, like, team. You know what I'm saying?
First aggression that we got to see from Winthrop University there on that pistols, willing to take the fight, willing to play off of one another, right? Like, once again, we know individually all of these players are really good, and it's so funny because a similar story to the M80 roster, right? Getting them to work together is that part that really needs to be worked on. And
I mean, players-wise look nuts, yeah. I don't think they've been practicing for super long, so. But yeah. No, this team getting off to like a slow start is definitely shocking, but I mean, it's a long-ass season, bro, so.
Timing and different angles being watched, that kind of leads to their downfall. So a good pistol round for M80.
Have I commented else on biased? Okay, to be fair, that core team is also crazy. That core team is also kind of insane. Like, on paper. Noted Flyer, Smoke playing now. You know what I'm saying?
Who took the majority of that damage in the first engagement.
Roster's nuts? I mean, yeah. Don't worry, bro. You won't sound biased. You'll sound real.
You've got everything held down. You might just try and play for bomb.
All four of them now stacked up together.
Gumi, of course, bro.
Looking to potentially maybe punish one of these weapons. Bonnie right now is just ready to farm ultimate orbs as they kind of go in and try.
Barney with the ace.
That's just one member of Winter.
I mean, come on, come on.
Walking right into that jet.
On Breeze getting a Marshall anti-eco ace. I mean, what year is it, bro? Is it 2021?
Trying to challenge. I mean, is the one thing you can do there because otherwise you do want to die to bomb.
Are these 2022 quals, bro? I'm so lost.
There, but Bonnie is already so deep down. You have to clear him in order for
Spots on split. Yo.
the team to allow yourself to do that. So instead, you just hand all the orbs to Bonnie.
What's your problem, Fable? Hello?
M80, hold on to all of those guns.
Spots on split. Why remind me, huh? Nah, don't be weird.
A little bit different on the server right now. 2 rounds already. Close to getting the ultimate.
that ace, man.
Ready to challenge that and just a good up down from M80.
Wow, yeah, more than content with that. Recoil dry swings into the 2 after Sim confirms and dies.
Also, I forgot to run an ad before I walked away. Huh.
Question mark?
I'll run that ad when a team pops the timeout.
Interesting play there, but M80.
Oh my gosh!
They won't be able to get the rifle.
Let's DP my kittens. What's up, Zach?
I understand that someone might be watching. That being strong.
Thank you for the raid.
Right now, though, fair.
All right, Lee. Answer Val, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
This ace site and with the drone coming through, that confirms more or less where they're pushing.
Fair alone here.
Listen, that's fine, bro. That's calm, bro. Listen, because look what's about to happen. 200.
Send it through, and Bonnie has an ultimate to do that. Fair can still swing onto that before M80 deals with the threat. So it'll get 2v2 for the retake, and STG is already here with that owl drone to prevent a clean getaway from Derek. Has to shoot that down to make sure that GMD doesn't get found out. Recon Bull will not do the same.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
GMD Derek have the swing.
Zach, thank you for raid, bro.
It's another 3-0 open.
Zach, are you unshuttified yet? Or are you still like
you could see thanks to
like what rank are we at right now?
University were able to gain off of that recon bolt. They just had no idea where GMT was going to be set up, and that just allowed for an opportunity for GMT to go for that swing. And then
the ML1.
You just see those little micro plays, those little moments between the members of M80. It works out perfectly, swinging together.
Thanks to Jay Zippers.
Sure
Ascended 3 before that? Yeah. I was wondering if he was still ascended.
Make it look clean. 3 rounds in a row now. A lot of utility will force recoil back.
Wait, Hanser, bro. What was the record today, bro? Let me know, dog. Was Zach down or what?
Continuing to go for these early chokes. I think just trying to manifest.
What was he like up on the day? Got dragged.
And Sims buddied up. Sims implanted. Owl drone will counteract that.
I thought moves got pinged.
You've wasted a decent amount.
We're ranked up. Oh, okay.
M80 are starting to run out of options, but even so,
bro, actually went positive on the day. Holy moly!
Hold on the site that'll get aggressed.
I actually never would have expected that from Zach, bro. Incredible kill from Derek, by the way.
Of course, we talked about Pain as well. Being somebody who has played previously on Shopify Rebellion Black, was responsible for that duelist, kind of just would send it down all the time. More than comfortable leading the way for the team as Bonnie.
Oh yeah, Bonnie.
Again.
Incredible kill. Show me more. Show me more.
You gotta duke this out at this stage. You're too far in not to. I need to have
Bonnie, I want more, bro.
You just don't have the space. Yeah.
Bonnie, give me another one, Bonnie.
Blades 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Run him down, Paint.
Nice swinging from Paint. I love seeing him feel himself with this Yoru.
Why did we die?
Knowing that his primary role is still to just.
You reacting to other VCT matches as well, or only NA?
And doing it.
I do NA challengers. I do EMEA. And I do VCT Americas.
Still just looks really comfortable for M80 round after round. And once again, it's just the timings that we see some of these players swing off of that time around. Bonnie relying on Paint being the Yoru to be that little distraction.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I might slow down a bit on EMEA, but
he's able to find those kills at the Outlaw. So Bonnie has been running away with kills.
Dude, some of you watched Fnatic yesterday. My team giving anxiety. Dude, listen. You won, so it's chill, bro. You know what I mean? That's like the Fnatic Classic, bro.
Recoil gonna get stunned up. And
Oh my gosh.
Chasing
How
down an updraft with that Hunter's Fury. Nice aim from there to be able to chase that down, and the aggression is more than enough to stunt the rifles of Winthrop yet again. Cosmic Divide to boot to split the rest of the board, and ST
Strong tall guy.
into it.
Good shot, Paint. Shot.
Oh, brother.
Thoughts on 7 and EMEA? Looking mad good? Oh, yeah. No, 7 looking good, bro. We're locked. I didn't watch, like, their whole series earlier today, but, like, that first game, I'm not gonna lie, the specific team looks kind of good.
Everything looks really clean.
Like, low-key, if they can get it together, oh, they're
A lot
locked.
of these fundamentals, a lot of these, like, strategies that you know some of these players, like, how that util goes. It's simply
Navi looking good this year. Happy Angel cooking as the coach.
And
I'm
so
not.
at this point, like, for Winthrop University, I don't know whether or not it's just they need to, like, comment.
I needed them to lose that first game against KC, bro. I needed them to lose that.
Super complicated from M80.
Good shot
They're
from
doing
Moves.
a really good job of just playing off these
Incredible
little
trade from Paint,
individual
though.
moments
You know,
and are
just,
walking away with
you know,
so
just
much
it's just what he does. You know what I mean?
Team in challengers this split to be the team that on the
Why, you bet on it? No, I just want KC to
round
win.
would do something that you just would never consider someone
No, I don't bet, bro.
doing in their lives.
I'm not into that.
You do that every other round.
I'm also broke, so.
That's a nice tunnel.
Hey,
Honestly, I
hey,
like that idea from
hey,
there.
good body shots, bro.
That is fun in this again in this context where everyone else is so far away, and you know you have the
No, bro, I need KC to be the best team.
the weird cracks to
I thought
get a leg up.
I
on.
thought that Marshall shot hit. I don't even know who had the Marshall, but I thought that hit.
I mean, 3v2,
I was
this is
tweaking
decent.
out, but no, it was Sim.
Sim
I
loses
was
the chip
freaking
war.
out.
Yeah, you can just spam now. Good chase down.
We're good.
Recoil can
We're good.
fire.
We're good.
The second.
Stop it,
Bonnie's not here in time. Not
dude. Recoil. No, no, no. This is the guy. This is the guy, bro.
for the first angle. Recoil sacrificing.
Yes.
He still wins the duel. It's the closest the Eagles have soared, but they still cannot reach the
Bonnie is too good. Yes, he is, bro.
Watching that round, it
Jason
felt
gets
like
the hell out of there. They have two enjoyable players.
their chairs.
They have some goats, bro.
No, we got this in the
Aves, Suigetsu, the greatest player of all time. Doja.
off a little bit too much because Winthrop,
You know what I'm saying, bro?
once again,
11. I mean, come on.
in here,
Suigetsu 11, bro. You don't like Aves?
opportunities where suddenly recoils.
Hey, at least you acknowledge Suigetsu is the greatest player of all time. You know what I mean?
Opportunity. So M80 still need to do their due diligence if they want to close this map out.
Time to jump.
Early
Thanks.
dimensional drift to force Sim off the first
Good.
this operator that he's gotten to
Incredible,
buy up.
incredible. Ron Leo, yeah, you're
On paper,
banned,
this
bro.
looks like a really
Yeah,
good
you're
setup from
banned.
you, but they've let two go over to this
Zach, I appreciate the raid, man, but your viewers suck, bro.
But it's down to Fair. He's good for his first
Wait,
kill.
no!
Recoil, who can find
Oh, good.
it?
Alvin got us. Look at this.
And now balance has been restored. 6 is as far as M80 can get in a row for the second straight map. And WU are on the board.
Kind of a sick
Fnatic
defense
lose to
support
BBL is
coming
too funny.
through from
Turkish
Fair.
shooters be-
Honestly, the Astra, we've seen a lot
Bro,
of these
Turkish
really
shooters,
good
man.
guys, really, to
A
kinda
full team of Turkish shooters, bro.
Call them out with some smokes and stuff like that. But finally, we get to see Fair kind of frag out. And I believe Fair was on Blue Otter last year in Challengers and honestly was doing a really good job at just being one of those fraggers that you had to account for.
Yep.
And that time around, we get treated to a little bit of Fair's mechanics. Just looking absolutely sharp. And most importantly, making M80 split their attention, allowing for some of the other players from Winthrop to be able to circulate their way around and catch the members looking the wrong way to find those kills.
Fnatic got the best one. Bro, the best one isn't even in VC2.
Make this one happen. They still have two ultimates, the Dimensional Drift, as well as that Cosmic Divide, and moves as well, one away from having the Viper spit online.
Sticking around.
Best shooter in EMEA is obviously
Bonnie's already
Kayak.
so far down,
Bro,
and moves can't properly
best shooter in
fire
EMEA
out.
is 7, bro.
One's
Give it
here.
up.
Yeah. I don't know.
America's over everything, bro. Come on.
Oh boy. 3 back on this retake. Fair, Sim, and Recoil still alive, but Bonnie, meanwhile, has been going.
No, I'll stop trolling now. Kayak is
Wow.
something special, bro. Now you're rage baiting? That's exactly what I'm doing. That is exactly what I'm doing, actually.
In a game like this where you just want to make sure everything's clean.
Oh, yeah.
I can't, you know, I can't get him too hard for that one. He's under pressure. But, I mean, yeah, that's a flawless from M80. Eco is back in the good book. Eagles are back to having
Hey, let me go to sleep. All right.
slump Eco reset. So this is kind of a
Appreciate you for stopping by, Hanser.
Yeah.
1:20 a.m. Oh yeah, go to sleep, bro.
You can start here, which
Go
is
to sleep.
We'll call that timeout.
I'd be tired too.
You know, we're feeling the wind just get sucked out of the room in
Good night, brother man.
University. Almost like you can, if you went over there in person, you could probably feel the pressure difference.
Countdown scoreboard, dude. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, wow. Hey, there you go. But it's just so difficult for them to be able to find anything. And really, like, you know, I talk about the discipline kind of coming through from M80 with how they were playing things so textbook. They're getting a bit loosey-goosey with it now. And Winthrop University looking as deflated as they are, that just allows for the more relaxed, have fun nature of this M80 gameplay to work out perfectly. And I think that last round showcased
Guy
that
calling for the fake Yoru clone on Lotus while the Yoru is moving.
that
Oh, bro, I know what you're talking
as soon as
about.
the spike goes down, M80 are like, let's go hunting, boys. And they all sweat up and kind of go.
Try to follow Cece on Twitch. She's live right now and has a 1-week timer. I mean, that's reasonable, bro.
Like they're just beaming.
That is very reasonable. I won't lie.
Relaxed, but this is a really good indication for M80 as they continue to advance in challengers, because this is a really big confidence booster that yes, this team can pull a lot of these things together in order to make themselves look as good as they do right now.
This is
Bro's even live. I'm not gonna lie.
encouragement that M80 need.
I thought you would take like
validation
a good while before going live again, but I mean,
that could let them hit that ceiling that we all know they're capable of.
You know how it is, man.
Still arguably not at it in this matchup, even in this game. You're seeing still
Get a flash
a lot
going.
of those extra bits of
Let me
attention
start stepping up mid.
not completely paid. Winthrop University finding moments to punish, to make them second guess.
STT drone
Recoil
fast.
has been
Doesn't actually catch
one
DMD
of
and
those
elbow.
pioneers.
Big kill.
Sim, post rift, 1v1. Bonnie turns to it. Lurker caught by moves, but that's your smoke, so you've got to work solely off of Alvin's clearing territorially.
Oh, it's been doing with this ult there.
Watching this sharp as ever.
Yeah.
He's able to get one.
All right.
STG's
Alvin,
position found out, and the rest
go get
of
that
these
bomb down,
cleared.
twin. We gonna win.
So you can leave Nest alone.
Me and you, Alvin.
Turn it into a 3v3 retake. And there's the Hunter's Fury, though, onto the site.
No tag.
Chase down Alvin. How did that not hit him?
Oh my gosh.
Spike planted.
Recoil though, with this flank online, might be able to find a timing here onto Bonnie. So we get to see Winthrop 3v3 on this retake.
Bonnie on the
Now it's STG
flank.
that gets backstabbed. Yeah, Bonnie can make such a
Yo.
quick.
Oh my gosh, he's going for like a big one. Oh yeah, Bonnie. Pink gets dunked on.
1v1, he's got to do it all in order to keep M80 streak going, and he can. It's Recoil.
What?
Telling you, man, the duelists are going to put on the show today, and Recoil still not faltering. It's 2-7. Winthrop on the board again.
Slash FF is crazy. We're down 2-7, nephew. It's okay.
On the appropriate
Okay.
flanks for both of the teams, find both the kills and are like, all right, I see your game. Let's do this one.
Recoil, man.
And just at the very end there,
Remember your place, brother.
tap step around. Recoil's actually able to get the rifle right back in time and get that defuse there. So Winthrop University, they find that second as Recoil now has the blades online as well. But Bonnie going for the operator buy here. So an attacking op for M80. Which makes this all the more deadlier. Don't forget, because Payne's
Oh my
also
gosh.
on that Yoru, there's opportunity, but Recoil misses all the blades.
Bonnie at 8 HP. What a gamble.
Bonnie is so low.
Recoil that almost pays off, man. The chase
Bonnie
down
is so
only
low.
thwarted by a couple little hops. But that does keep
Oh my
Bonnie
gosh.
back. The rest of the mid push has
It
to
spotted
be
one.
done
It spotted
with
one.
this empty space between
Oh my
the
gosh.
team. And STG's nest presence is yet again put a sock in that. Whew, don't let Recoil get an eye on you, bro. He's so hungry.
He's low-key too locked right now. Don't piss me off. Well.
Given the smoke pressure there, and he saw the little trap M80 got set up. One of their members got spotted out, but the rest of them got through.
Big kill on Sim.
Sim's gotta leave A spawn, bro.
Yo, fair, bro.
Round in a row, he's died there in a 1v1.
You're so streaming.
Unfortunate. That's a good plant by Fair. Shame that Derek checks it. Okay, if we're this keyed in, then M80 should go 10-2 again.
Why would you say that out loud? You just cursed them? I don't know what to tell you.
I want the game to go on, man. I want you picked them, man. I'm trying to give you a shot here.
I know. Oh, the pit's a confirm as well.
Yeah. And you
Alright, they say I'm running out.
Fury for next 2. You're 2 away from the CD. Like this. The dominoes are set, dude.
I have to pee anyways. I'll be back.
It just comes down to the preparation, really, that M80 are going for. If you watch their last matches in VCL thus far, you know that M80 went up against a couple of titans, that being Energy Academy and Core. And I'm not saying they got, like, dummied, but it did not look good against some of the top contenders in the VCL. But right now, we're getting a taste of the squad that we wanted M80 to be, right? Like, they're playing well together. They've got all their things set up. They can go for their individual frags. This is kind of like what the organization wanted when they re-entered into the scene, bringing in all of these players that once again have a lot of experience, whether or not it is in this tier 2 format, being Bonnie, GMD, Paint, and Alvin, or even pulling Derek into the roster. But a lot of these just very fundamentals, discipline, drilling. It's so clear right now that it is making a world of difference. Especially under some of these higher pressure scenarios, and especially given the ultimate cycling that we're seeing and just kind of smart plays off of what Winthrop University are doing.
Well, back to kind of convention after the beef pit is placed up. Fair in his classic spot, and it's checked, but not before it's fragged. Sim holding it back. Derek chasing down recoil in the meanwhile, so it is all on Sim to grab those frags, but with the extra altitude, he's able to nag a second one. Plant held. Oh, Derek swings it with the operator. Sim refrags again. Alvin in the 1v2 with moves on the way back. But Alvin can't reliably stick or swing. Has the orb, has the bite, has Sim begging to swing it.
I have the spike.
Plenty of time too on the clock. 50 seconds left.
Flash out. Retreat back. Positions confirmed. But moves is here. 2v1 officially confirmed. Poison orb placed in response. Immediate fadeaway to try to get the early angle onto Sim, but he's already rotated. He's already on the front. He's already behind Alvin's back on the hold for the spike plant. That's a 4K from the Yoru, the kind of rise Winthrop needed from this duelist to get a shot on the board.
And you talked about it yourself. The positioning that Sim was in
Good Bonnie, 17 and 5, bro.
Consistently not finding the value
that's incredible.
Winthrop University needed him to do. This time around, Sim stayed alive. What a world of difference. 4 kills just with that Guardian. Make sure to secure the round for Winthrop University. Not heading to that 10-2 half like you predicted. I'm not saying you cursed it, but you might have had a little bit of something to do with that one. So
hey, it's fine, bro.
Out there, myself included.
Listen, because look at this. Look at this. Look at what Bonnie's about to do to them, bro.
Please. So, what does M80 have to offer for this? Just the knives?
Okay.
IGD? Yeah, no cosmic divide for you this
It's
round.
fine, because Bonnie's gonna bring it back, bro.
Does decide to stick his nose into the problem early again, and this time finds the contact. No more TPs, though.
Very slow from M80, but look at them. They're all grouping up.
They're going back into this B head.
They will be able to initiate onto this attack. Both the duelists, though, for Winthrop University, watching this chokehold here.
No, this time the poison's just refilling, no? You've gotten the intel off of that TP away. Now that Sim cycled it. And he's on the way right back to the B side again. Almost no time lost.
Oh, yes!
A million times. He doesn't find the finisher, dude. That is so pivotal. Rest of this can turn to a dog, and the whole stack is here. Sim good for 3 now. Like night and day when he takes 10 steps back, dude. It's ridiculous. 8-4 half.
Yo, a strong tall guy needs to. I don't know.
In this, but it'll have to come from the attack side.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even know what strong tall guy needs to do.
Yet, okay?
Alvin, can you show me what you were doing on map 1, bro?
That's right. It is comebackable here for Winthrop University. After letting things kind of slip away, and yeah, STG not necessarily able to find the
Bonnie and Derek are doing it,
there, most importantly, gets all of the information.
Guys, let's lock it in, bro. Come on.
Pivotal to make sure that Winthrop University
Come on.
are ready.
I need some numbers out of you, bro. This is all I want, bro. Just give me some numbers, bro.
Players are going through, and then it's just simply shooting your shots. The great stuff from Winthrop to close out that half. Breathe a bit of fresh air back into that room. Ease up on that pressure just a little bit. M80 still ahead by 4 rounds. Winthrop now wants the attack. Let's see how they want to take this.
Went for the 1-1-3 to start. And it's fair. It's the two controllers by themselves with no setup for either of them individually. 4 ghosts.
Actually going to be a lot of pressure here onto mid. See the initiator moving alongside of Bonnie. Yeah.
Bane has no TP to get out. Yeah, okay, they're flashing. Bane's flashing off Bonnie's contact.
Gonna hit. Recoil finds the early frag. They dash onward. Bane close to it, and Recoil turns to that
Okay,
as well.
so I guess Recoil just dashes. Oh my gosh, GMD, you're incredible.
Now come the 1 and the 1 on top of the 3. Alvin and Fair trading blows. And so it's down to Sim. Spike stranded back in the doors, and GMD with that setup angle knows.
Oh yeah. Okay, why did Recoil dash down on that? This guy gets the kill on Bonnie, dashes down onto. What is that?
So consistent with their pistol rounds, and that time around, like you could just tell as soon as they kind of
don't piss me off, Recoil.
Jump start.
Don't piss me off, Recoil.
Recoil kind of going sick with it in mid, finds a couple of kills. They just are like, can't go down from here. Just walk in, and GMD just stands his ground and finds the rush in. Completely shuts that one down, but most importantly, stays alive in the midst of all of that. Makes it so that Sim really has to second guess himself, while the rest of, M80, they're able to close that one out. And so, it's going to be the buy up now for M80. GMD actually buying a Phantom here in the midst of all of that one, and that last round kind of deserves it.
Paint.
Doesn't find the same kind of instant connection, and so Sim with the refrag. Bonnie just gonna grab that Marshall back and go for round number 2 inside this elbow where there's members of WU still sitting, and even so, we just can't land those shots, can we?
I need excellence today, bro. I need excellence, bro.
And an early TP in, an attempt to try to collapse, but Alvin had no reason to move. And there's no real way of stopping him with these weapons in tow. Oh, unless you get ahead.
Oh!
It just clears ground so quick, it's nuts.
Derek's coming main, or GMD's coming main. Nice. Now get him. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
wait, Strongfall guys on Pyrot's like crazy right now.
Respectable stuff. The nest perch was like really bungled there by M80, allowed for WU to like cause a lot more chaos, get a little bit of extra space down the B archway, and then after that, Alvin's not prepared for Fair to just, again, do the least expectable thing, just walk through the smoke in the bite and just start taking a fight on you. So again, occasionally you do find those moments where it does work. It's just you got to find the points in between, fill in the blank spaces, and that's what you got to ask WU to do going forward this map.
And actually, I think what happened was Pink got body blocked a little bit by Bonnie. It was not able to
really
escape to be able to allow for that pressure, which that Marshall kept on missing, and honestly, it was a free kill. Pretty much awarded.
All right. We're locked. We're locked.
Too many cooks in the
kitchen. Strongtall guy is gonna insta die. He's gonna pie. Paint's gonna one tap this guy. Ooh, Paint. Paint. All that matters is that Strongtall guy dies. Oh yeah. Big pie. Big pie.
Even so, refragged instantly.
I don't even care that we lost a round, bro. Big pie. Come on, bro.
Great third round from
Their moral.
They get this done nice and
their morals are gone.
Yeah, that one was just so precise.
Morale. I mean, there we go.
Around, like all the gun battles working out their way.
I low-key forgot.
We talked a lot about Sim, but
short weak guy
as well has just been
short weak girl on the screen. Hello?
That honestly, M80 are just simply not expecting, and sure, GMD goes hidden for a little bit, but immediately kind of gets punished out there, as I believe it was Strongtall guy who was able to secure that.
Yo, Bogdan, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
Round for Winthrop University. Still a lot of this map left to go. They're down 5 rounds here. Bonnie going to be buying up this operator, while the rest of the squad will have pretty much a full buy, except for Derek, who only has those light shields.
Well, GMD yet again, first point of contact on A pyramids here.
All right, Paint. This is your round. Knife out? What? Nice CMD. Nice Bonnie. GMD saved me, bro. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening with everybody else, but save me, GMD.
Who still has held this position.
Oh!
That's crazy. Nice flick. One more intel on the pyramids. Fair
One more. Alvin. Map 1. It's map 1, Alvin. We're back. We're back.
M80 to 11.
GM.
Come on, man.
To the plate. Doing exactly what you would expect this Smokes player to do. Honestly, favorite agent, probably the Omen. So good at kind of navigating that space there, being so tricky around the smokes. And this entire time, while Recoil was kind of going haywire in the
back-to-back 6-13, bro, maybe.
Hangs out and finds all the kills necessary to even.
Shout out French Canadians, bro.
Scenario. And of course, just at the end there, Alvin.
GMD, you're inspirational, bro.
You know, Alvin's
please keep it up, man.
For those kills, GMD doing the most that round on that anchor to make sure M80 win it.
Insta smoke for GMD.
Just 2 to go, and M80 will have that even record
going. Hidden from the drone, flash. GMD in the smoke. Oh, he's on like the other side. Recoil. That's. Try to spam him out. Can't.
Same connection, same value.
GMD. Oh, good spam from Bonnie. Nice. Yes. Give Paint the last kill. He needs this, bro. He needs this more than any of you. This is important, bro. Look. Ping.
More than enough util to flush out that last
damn it, Bonnie. Oh, good.
Has to make himself known, has to give himself away, has to acknowledge that scoreboard and how much.
All right, come on, bro. Just one more round. Yo, you know what I want to see this round? I want to see an ace. Yo, hey, Paint. You want to, hey.
Fusion. Time with presence alone. You see the aggressiveness that Winthrop want to push in onto that ace site and how they approach it. It's so like cookie cutter, you know, we're going in there, we're taking over the space. And the fact that GMD stays alive and finds a couple of kills, immediately you see them take pause for just a second. And at that point, Bonnie, Derek, Alvin, all running in
leaning
there,
A again for Winthrop.
GMD and catch the members of Winthrop off guard. This is going to be it. It's an aggressive push forward. Recoil, though, finds Paint right off rip. Oh my
it's A-okay. Yeah, good kill, GMD. Good kill, GMD.
Never lose faith in them. STG chases down the refrag from GMD, and the Cosmic Divide will show for the remaining members of WU onto this site.
Bonnie.
And even so, with minimal
looks like he's sprinting flank here.
That space itself, they got to play a little slow.
This is so easy. I'm not gonna lie. This round is so easy.
And Alvin,
this might be the easiest 2v3 of all time. Look at this.
But don't have too much time, I suppose. Recon Bolt does catch him, and Moob's quickly able to deal with that. Now it is nigh impossible. Bonnie.
Hey, that was a couple extra bullets, man.
With the opener on the spike.
That was not necessary at all. NT.
Slightest off angle is all he needs. WU will stay.
All right, Paint. This next round.
Yeah, the fact that they're able to get the
we're on for it now. Yup.
Weapons, and then you just see the split.
All right. Paint. This round
should be nice and easy from Winthrop, and yeah, you know, we're talking about the pace there. Hey, you know what wins us the round? If we just go even faster. Just immediately, the teleport going in off the Cosmic Divide. Make sure that they kind of secure the round. It's crazy pacing from Winthrop University, but when you've got players like Fair Sim and Recoil, this is the way you want to play it.
Round.
Now, M80, a little bit of a pickle here. Bonnie, gonna have to pop the knives. Only will have that pistol coming in. It's gonna be a swap up from Winthrop. As take a look at the speed site, but it's all just a feint. As the spike still is gonna be aggressing.
Bro, they fake activity B and then just full leave. There's one guy walking elbow, but everybody else is just quiet him in.
These players are gonna end up.
Bro, and Alvin literally jiggled. So the only guy that they have over here is Alvin and Derek. Look, GMD's here for this. One. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, give Paint the last kill. I need this. Paint, please. Paint, get him. No, Paint. Oh, hey. Hey. He's looking for it.
dare you take it back?
I'm sorry. Just a
Okay,
couple
he's got it.
shutdowns,
He's
all
got
you
it.
need.
Look at this. Look at this.
GMD, a body toss for intel's sake, cornered.
Ah! GG. Big win for M80. That's 2-2 now, yeah?
From M80 thus far, but it is decisively theirs, and that is good for the training arc they want to have going forward this split.
Yeah, what a confidence booster for M80 coming into this one. Obviously, we've talked a lot about some of the issues that Winthrop University are bringing to the table. And of course, it's impossible to ignore the elephant in the room, being that 2 of their core players are right now playing for Crew Visa as substitutes, meaning that they had to kind of pull together this roster just in time to make it through.
Yeah, it's
And given
unfortunate.
the legacy that Winthrop kind of came into Challengers this year with, we were hoping for just a little bit more. But on the other side of things, M80, it's looking so good from them. I'm also happy to see as well, GMD kind of coming back and having those pop-off moments as well. We saw that continuously throughout that
Big. Okay. I'm off stream. Also, 2 13-6s. I mean, come on. All right, that's enough for me. Love y'all. Who beat Nightblood? Did they? I actually didn't see the other results, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, Pigeons beat Nightblood? Damn. Loki was a close game too. Alright, that's all for me. Thank you. Bye.